He's setting them up. Throws it to fucking Tomlin or Rucker. It's really just the Jets chamber pot. Oh,
We suck at stuff.
to Garrett Wilson.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch!
That was all Zach, everybody. Oh, Quinn gets him. Yeah!
Yes!
Look at that. Oh, yeah! A real live offensive touchdown. Got pressure. Run, you idiot. Here we go. Oh, that's a catch. That's a catch. All right, everybody. Garrett Wilson doesn't give a shit. Look at Zachy Poo, huh? Let's go, Zod. Kicks it around the end. Run, little guy. Touchdown.
Oh!
Are you kidding me? I believe in Zod. Let's go, Jets. All right. Well, welcome to the most stress-free live stream of the season. This is Green Bean, ho, 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 and my friend Jets Chaos. Are you still a Russian mobster there, Chaos? Or are you?
Nah, that was only for their channel for that one show. You know, once I went like 5 sentences in, you know, you got to commit.
I know you're like, oh, shit, here I go with this. And then you're a prisoner, right? You're like trapped in the thing.
I got to talk like a Russian. I was actually imitating our friend Philip, you know, who goes to all the Green Bean events.
Oh, right. Yeah. Phil Bogachuk.
Yeah, Bugachuk.
Fucking Bogachuk, man.
This is how he talks sometimes, you know?
Sometimes, almost. Yeah, it's in that pocket. Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Again, Green Bean here. That's Jeremy Jets Chaos from Brooklyn Brothers Food Review and 49ers Chaos. And we are here today to kick back our feet up on the ottoman, you know, some cheese melting on the nachos in the kitchen. We're just going to have ourselves a football Sunday where the Jets, the New York Jets, that is, don't play, but we check out a division rival. The New England Patriots will be facing off against the Jeff Ulbrich defense-led Atlanta Falcons. Now, the Patriots, they've been slumming with us for a few years. Since Tom Brady left, there was that 1 year Mac Jones rookie season where Belichick was able to get them into the playoffs for a few minutes. They were one and done. And since then, they've been hanging out at the bottom of the division with us. And just like that, we fire Saleh, they fire Mayo, and they're 6-2, and we're 1-7. So goodbye. It's like they came to our island of suctitude. Welcome to the island of suctitude. We'll be your hosts. And now they're leaving. They stayed for a full week of suckiness and pain and disappointment. And now they're leaving on the barge. Bye. Go off into the future of winning and happiness and competitive football. We'll stay right here, which many people know. They have the coach that I thought the Jets should have thrown every single thing at. They did not. People say, oh, he was never going to. Bullshit. I would have gotten Vrabel. There's no way I wouldn't have. He was in my building, dude. I would have got him. But that being what it is, we went with Aaron Glenn. We're taking the slow train, the rookie defensive head coach train. They took the experienced juggernaut head coach, even though he is also defense. He's been there, done that. He hired 3 other former head coaches to be on his staff. He's got a second-year rookie-ish young quarterback, and they're leaving again 6-2. And here we are. So, Jeremy, here's the thing. The Jets, I don't know if you know this, Jeremy. We'll talk about it. The Jets got themselves in the win column last week. So, this is the turner. This is the turning point. We're making that right turn. And the reason it's so important to watch this game is because we are now about to go on our tear of winning football, maybe 2, 3, 7 wins in a row, Jeremy. And we play them in 2 weeks. They're right in our way. So all that said, that's my monologue, if you will. How you doing? You excited for this game? What's up, buddy?
Yeah, you know, the truth I've always loved Drake May. I actually have him on 2 of my 3 fantasy teams. I have him on the 2 big money teams that I, paid the most money to be in the league. And he's starting on both of them. So I've got a lot riding on him doing well. And I have to say, aside from the coach that, I wanted as well, I wanted Vrabel as well. I also think that we have to acknowledge that this turnaround of the New England Patriots points also to the fact that they got a quarterback. And that's what we need, a quarterback. I see a lot of people out there debating whether or not we have the coaching staff to draft a quarterback. I think that's ridiculous. Get the quarterback. If it's not the right coaching staff, if you have the quarterback, you see how New England was able to attract Vrabel as their coach. That's because they have a quarterback. That's part of it. So, get the quarterback, man. We got to solve that problem. It's been many, many years since we've drafted a guy who's just the guy.
Right. Let's see. Win as many games as Pass. Okay, here we go. There you go. Well, I'm trying to make a poll. So I want to see where everybody is. But like you said, look, now Jeremy he openly proclaimed his everlasting and undying love for Drake May. I've always loved Drake May, he said.
I just love that quarterback class because I loved May. I loved Daniels, and I loved
Daniels,
and I love JJ. And I don't know if JJ is going to work out in Minnesota. He didn't look too great. He's been injury prone, obviously.
Yep.
Those are the 3
guys. They are stupid. See, now look, the Minnesota Vikings did a classic blunder, and we don't know what's up with. Look, we don't want to write off JJ McCarthy yet, but here's the thing. He was a questionable quarterback. Some loved him, some didn't, but most people felt one way or the other about him. The guy's a bust, or he's, you don't know, he's going to be great. There were very few people that were like, I don't know, man. He's, you know what I mean? Like, there were a lot of strong feelings about him, but he was at least a question mark going in, like, right? So, like all rookie quarterbacks are, but I think JJ McCarthy even more than some others. Is the game starting, Jeremy?
Yes,
I don't even know what time it is.
First play of the game, sack.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's get the game on.
Penix got sacked. Looked like it could be a coverage sack or a quarterback didn't. No, they got to him pretty fast.
All right, hold on, everybody.
They got to him pretty fast.
Where the fuck's the game? No way. I picked the one game they're not going to show me. Hold on a second. Who we watching? The Patriots-Falcons.
Yeah.
Wait, why does it say Dolphins-Falcons? What is this craziness?
I don't know.
What is this madness? All right, but anyway, so you remember like years ago, here, let me tell you guys a story, okay? This is the way it goes around here. Green bean.
1, 2, 3 and out.
All right, keep me going there.
Got a 1, 2, 3 and out. It's 4th and 12. And it looks like New England forced an immediate punt. Penix is not looking great. He's a guy I actually like.
Well, let's let him settle in here.
Yeah.
I know I liked Penix was he was a guy I like. He was probably behind Daniels, probably my favorite quarterback. There it is. Holding the ball. Look at him.
But I definitely wouldn't write off JJ McCarthy yet.
No. But I'm just going to point something out. I'm not either. He's got the career is yet to be written. You don't want to, it's a couple games into his fucking career here. But here comes, the Patriots D holds them on the initial drive. But here's the thing. So like years ago, the Seattle Seahawks did something interesting. There was a guy named Matt Flynn who was famous for coming in for Brett Favre as a backup, and he threw 500 yards.
And they gave him a huge contract. They
got this huge contract in free agency. He was very unproven, but he came in a couple times and looked really good. So we got this huge contract. Now that saved. So the Seattle Seahawks went and signed him, gave him the big money, and then they drafted Russell Wilson in the 3rd, right? Now, during training camp and in preseason, Russell Wilson just outplayed him straight up. And they were like, you know what? Like, we gave this guy all this fucking money. Hold on, here we go. So 1st and 10 for the Pats, 13-19 in the 1st.
That's very
Drake
nice.
Under center, hands the ball off, finds a whole 7 yards.
That's
are we synced, Jeremy? Are you ahead of me? What's up?
It seems like we're together. You were saying it when I was saying it. Trayvon Henderson with the run for about, was that 6 or 7 yards?
Yeah, give or take. So, but here's the thing. This is why Seattle is what they are, became what they became. And teams like the Jets and the Vikings and all these other teams get stuck I'll tell you, 2nd and 4. So they gave him 6 on that run. Here he goes, hands the ball off again. Interesting choice. He had a hole and then chose to go to the left.
Yeah.
Gets just shy of the first down marker there. It's going to be 3rd down. But here's the thing, Jeremy. This is the thing. So they drafted Russell Wilson in the 3rd. They gave Flynn all this fucking money. And Russell Wilson straight up outplayed him. And you know what they didn't do that the Jets would absolutely do?
They didn't go with the guy they paid all the money to.
They didn't go with the guy because they gave him all the money and they made all this. They said, this guy's better. And they put him in anyway. And the story's written. Super Bowls and everything else. 3rd down and 1. Amazing shotgun. Hands the ball off behind the big lead block. Look at that. Gets about 6.
The one thing I always liked about Pete Carroll as a coach when he was with Seattle all those years is he was the one guy who didn't just say it. Like, he was the one that actually backed it up. Like, and what he would always say is, it's a competition in camp, and I start the best players. You win the jobs. I don't care how much you get paid. I don't care about the name on your back. You earn the job. And he's the one coach who says that actually followed it. And that's why Russell Wilson got that chance.
Right. Well, and this is the thing. So Matt Flynn ended up, he never did anything. Like years, they traded him, I think it was. The pass is up. Dude, the Patriots look good, dude. Look at this. Look at this.
Well, you got
breaks 2 tackles.
You look really good when you get a quarterback. And this is their backup running back, by the way. Stevenson is hurt, or Stevens is hurt. This is Hendricks, or
right,
or Henderson.
So let me continue the story here. The Patriots keep getting in the way of my story.
Yeah, they keep playing this damn game.
I know. So now you look at the Vikings. The Vikings they traded up with the Jets in the draft. Not much, but they traded up a pick, and they picked J.J. McCarthy. Here we go, 1st and 10. Ball's handed off. It's going to be about a half a yard loss there. Atlanta read it well. Jeff Ulbrich said, not again. And he sends the heat. All right. So the Vikings, they used the 1st-round pick on J.J. McCarthy, and they signed Sam Darnold in free agency to be their backup. Not a big contract or anything, backup money. And they said, okay, great. Well, we're going to groom this kid. We got McCown. McCown and Sam Darnold have a background. They're going to help groom the kid, the whole thing. Well, he gets hurt, season-ending injury in training camp on 2nd down here, 2nd and 10. Drake May back to pass all the time in the world. Look at this.
Really good. He's really –
he's just running. He's scampering.
Really
just
good.
Scampering around.
Just great vision.
Yeah, but no pressure. Did you see that was completely relaxed? I have all the time in the world, but I can't expect to have 8 seconds, so I'm going to start moving. Look at him. He's like patient, patient, patient. Here comes a little bit of heat. Let me step up. Let me move this guy. Okay. Well, I'm just going to run, and I'm going to get myself a 1st down, and here we go. Live to fight another day, right? So, and that's what comes with when you have confident coaching, like coaching that knows what they're doing. A quarterback can then believe in the system and everything too. All right, fake handoff to the left. Drake May throwing it up. Good coverage. Ball's a little long. So overthrows his receiver, but the coverage was there. So here's the thing. J.J. McCarthy gets knocked out for the season. Sam Darnold steps in. Nobody expected anything, Jeremy.
Yeah.
But he does. You know what he does? He goes 15-2. 15-2. That is dude, we're not talking about 10-6, 11-5, which would be enough.
Right.
A rare season of 15-2. Playoffs, they end up losing in the playoffs. It is what it is. Here we go. Look at this 1st down. The Patriots are looking very systematic here as they carve up the Jeff Ulbrichts. Jeff Ulbricht.
How many years it takes us to get 15 wins?
Dude, we've literally never done it, right? So we've never done it. Right, collectively. Think about it. Yeah. So collectively, it took
3 seasons.
Well, let's see. Last year we got 5. The year before we got 7. So that's 12. So we're going back collectively from 2023 to get there. So, but the Minnesota Vikings did an amazing thing. They did the mistake that so many teams do, Jeremy. and they let Sam Darnold go, they have a bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. They did not subscribe to that logic and say, fuck this. We got our guy. He's right here. The team loves him. McCown's the quarterback coach. You know what I mean? Like everything's in line.
Yeah.
They let him go and they said, well, we invested a first round pick. We believe in the kid. Nope. And now you see he's struggling he's a rookie quarterback. He's a rookie this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And coming off a season-ending knee injury, and Sam Darnold's up there in Seattle tossing bombs to Jackson Smith and Jigba. But that's what the Jets would do.
Pass by Drake May. Are you kidding me?
Beautiful touch.
That's what a quarterback looks like. That's what
right. And completely poised, completely relaxed. The receiver had a step. He didn't need to be, like our quarterbacks, the guy needs to be wide open or I'm not throwing it. He had a step. That's NFL open.
And the touch, he just dropped it in.
Yeah.
See how he doesn't
threw it to a spot, Jeremy. Look at this.
Yeah. Look at this.
Look at this.
You can't throw it better than that. You just can't. I mean, he just dropped it right in there. I mean,
they had the mismatch. They had the linebacker on the. Was that the who was that? Was that the running back? Admittedly, I'm not all kinds of up on
DeMarco Douglas, some weird name like that. He's not one of not Stephon Diggs. I'll tell you that. I would be very happy if it was Stephon Diggs because I have him in fantasy, but I can't complain. Two of my teams just got 6 points.
All right, hold on.
Look at this.
All right, here we go. I'm putting the poll up there. I want to gauge where you guys are. Then we're going to say hello to some folks in the chat. We haven't even really said hello yet. We jumped right into it. So I put a poll up there, everybody. Let's hang out today. Let us know what you're thinking about the Jets. Here we are in our bye week. So let us know what you're thinking. How excited are you? Where are you with this whole thing here? Let me see. The question is, are you reinvigorated and excited for the 2025 New York Jets? Let us know where you stand. I'm genuinely curious. We'll end that poll in a little bit. What's the matter?
That's a funny question. Are you reinvigorated and excited about the 2025 New York Jets?
Yeah, here we are, week 9. Well, it's a funny thing because I'll tell you, we were dying inside. You know what I mean? And it's a funny thing, dude. Like we were having discussions that the Jets fans are at fault. We're the problem. And I will say there's actually basis for that because we jumped further quicker than I've ever seen. Look, I've been around a long time, as you know, as have you. 43 years of watching this fucking team. I've never seen Jets fans go from, all right, well, we got a new coach. Let's see where it is to fire him so quickly. Never seen it in my days as a Jets fan.
Fire him.
So we got real negative real quick. And I think it's just, dude, we're wearing out. We're wearing down our hammer is worn down to a nub. You know what I mean? We are a nub, Jeremy. We're done. We don't have any sharp edges left. We're just shot.
We're just, so traumatized that we're very irritable and quick and quick to just go right to cut the throat,
Yeah, we're beat up, dude.
Like you trigger us when you start 0-7 or right by the time he was 0-3. It's like you're triggering us. It's not going to go well. You're not going to get nicely.
Right. Yeah. So we were really shot, and even myself, we were talking about it last week. I've been on the train of, hey, dude, look, you live and die by it. Like you should have known. We hired another rookie GM with another rookie defensive coach. What the fuck did you expect? But even me last week, I'm like, dude, I don't know if you can keep this guy. He's got to be a one and done. Like that's what I was starting to think. Yeah. But I don't know. So are we reinvigorated? One victory. That's all it takes to get excited. To have some life. Here comes the Falcons. They get up to the 30-yard line on that return. Got 85 folks in here. Let's see how we're doing on the milk thumbs. The guys want to squeeze those milk thumbs for us. Let's show a little bit of love. Who started us off today? Edutain me.
Oh, looks like
Ed in the house. Best Sunday is Jets by and Bean still streaming. Right on, Ed. And I'm glad you're here, man. This is fun. Whoop. 1976 in the house. I often wondered what y'all did during the bye week, and now I know. Well, here you are.
JJ McCarthy with a touchdown pass.
Oh, yeah.
Good start.
Nice.
2 of 3 for 25 yards and a touchdown pass.
There you go. Who are they playing today?
They are playing the Detroit Lions, so it is 7-Up. Remember the soda 7-Up?
I do remember it. You don't have to. It's still out there. It's not like it's
I'm happy.
We're not talking about CNC Cola here.
Yeah, I haven't seen. Yeah, but I used to see a lot more 7-Up commercials. Like they've kind of disappeared from
7-Up, the Uncola. Ha ha ha.
That guy. Yeah, that guy who I didn't know what he was famous for, other than just 7-Up commercials.
He was also famous. He was in the movie Annie. He was Punjab.
Yes, he was
Punjab.
Right, and he was famous because of it. Because that movie, everybody saw that movie. I remember they took us on school trips to see that movie.
Everybody saw Annie, man.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Hey, stop it. We're going to get a copyright.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I sing too well.
That's right. You're too on point.
JoJo
Townsell's with us. Yeah, welcome, buddy. Hanging out.
We love you, JoJo.
That's right. Let's get the milk thumbs closing. Go ahead and hit the like button for us. Look at the Titans. I'd like to see the Titans get a victory today.
Yes, go Titans. Win games.
We want all the bottom rungs to win. So if we win a few games, we still want to be able to get that first overall pick if possible.
Absolutely.
All right, we got who's in motion there? London. Oh, he hands the ball off. Swallowed up by the Pats D. They are not fooled at all. Wow.
How did the Titans score that touchdown? That was an interception. That was Justin Herbert being intercepted for a 25 interception touchdown. Pick six for the leader in the NFL right now, the current leader in yardage, Justin Herbert.
Wow. Look at that. See?
He's the leading yardage quarterback.
What has he got?
I think it's like something like 2,100 yards or something passing. He's slightly in the lead. There's like a few guys up there in the like top 8. They're all kind of packed together between 1,800 and 2,100 yards. But that's surprising because the Chargers are known for a defensive and running team, like a running type team, but they came out throwing this year.
Yeah. Well, good. And I mean, look, Harbaugh, dude, he's not locked in, to anything. He's a real coach, that guy. He's got his tendencies, but he's a real coach.
Penix chucked it up.
Here he goes, Penix. I see you're a little ahead of me.
Oh,
that receiver, dude. You gotta have your eyes open.
Yeah, let me get my control.
He said the sun. Looks like the sun's in his eyes. Yep.
Oh yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it for like 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. See if we're.
There you go. That's gonna do it. Look at that.
I'm seeing the replay, and right now the ball just went over his head.
Yeah, well, he couldn't see it. He lost it. He completely lost it in the sun. So that's going to be 4th and 9.
They
are punting it. So that's 2 straight punts, Jeremy, for the Falcons offense.
Play clock 9, 8, 7,
6. Yeah, I'm right with you. We're very close.
There's
the ball is up. All right. The Pats are looking like they're going to pretend it. There it goes. All right. Inside the 10-yard line. Good punt.
Weird season. Atlanta came out and beat somebody. They shocked somebody. I'm forgetting who now. But they came out and beat someone. It was like, oh my God, they're good. They just pounded someone. And then they were terrible. So it's like it's so hard to figure out. I got to look at who they beat.
Who, the Falcons?
Yeah, they were very surprising against somebody. Here it is. They beat Buffalo 24-14. But then But then they lost to Miami 34-10. So go figure.
Yeah, they don't know what's going on. Right. Yeah. All right.
They lost 30-0 to Carolina.
That's right.
They beat Buffalo. Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
So, you know what I want to point out, guys? I want to point something out. So, like that big FBI case, they're busting the NBA with all the gambling and all that shit. And they said that there's reason to believe the NFL is next, right? So there's all kinds of stuff. And it just so happens that as soon as they announce that the NFL is going to be looked at by the FBI, it just so happens to directly correlate to the Jets finally getting their first victory of the season. Now, and did you see how many benefit of it felt like didn't it feel like the ball was bouncing our way in Cincinnati? Didn't it feel like that, Jeremy?
It did. I mean, it especially near the end there. I mean,
right? Well, because we never get that shit, and we always get the other side of the calls. It's because they're fucking screwing us, and that's what it is. And we now have complete proof of this. So it just so happens that all of a sudden the NFL's getting looked at by the FBI, and the Jets are getting calls, and we win a game. I don't know, Jeremy.
What was odd is I asked Nick Shine, who was at the game, I said, "Were the Bengal fans going crazy? He goes, "It wasn't what you think." Because they were celebrating the whole game.
Right.
They thought they had us the whole game. And it happened so fast that they didn't have time to stew. They didn't have time to be mad. It was just shock. We got the ball. We very quickly went down. Brees got that big touchdown. The next thing you know, 1, 2, 3 and out, we're getting the ball back. You know, like it all just happened so fast. And the next thing you know, they just 1, 2, 3 and out.
They're like, wait a second. That call was bullshit.
Yeah, we were just up by 14 points, and suddenly a half an hour later, we're just like looking at a loss. Yeah,
that's right. Well, Oregon Jets is here. Todd's in the house. We saw Scott Wilson. Harry, our buddy Harry's here. Love Harry. They hand the ball off up the middle. And even though the defense was there, still manages to get 5 yards.
Well, you know, you could get a running game going when they have to respect your quarterback.
That's right. Hire John Gruden's here. Why this game? May is an absolute stuff. Why? Because it's the division. I mean, I was thinking about the Bills, but the Bills are on at 4.
Yeah,
that's why. I mean, what other game could it be?
Right.
I mean, I could watch the Steelers versus the Colts. That'd be a fun game, and we can switch it over if we want. Who gives a shit, right? We could do anything we want.
We could do whatever we want.
Look at that coverage. There you go. Gain of about 1 on the play.
Food review.
Bubblehead Magoo tackle on the tackle. What do you think of those helmets, Jeremy? You like them? You hate them? You don't care?
From who?
Those big helmets. You know.
I mean, I don't care. I mean, I don't think they look cool, but I'm not gonna just a player's right to wear it. I mean, you know, we've seen what happens to players with this freaking concussion.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
Yeah, so why not, right? I think they look corny as hell, but
yeah,
it is what it is. Remember Kelso from the Bills? Look at this deep pass down to nobody because he felt a little pressure. So Jeff Ulbrich figuring out Drake May a little bit here in the first quarter. 4th and 6, so the punting unit comes out on the field. Todd says, is there going to be a show? I guess that's when we were dragging our ass on the way in. All right, let me catch up here to the bottom. I'm way up top. Phil Adams in the house. Old man Rogers just got sacked. Good. I hope he gets fucking sacked all day. I hope he starts limping and you can see. You know what I want to see? I want to see somebody hit him so hard that there's dust. That's what I want to see. All right. Okay. The punter gets the ball. He's going to return it. Look at him. All right. Seemed like a second of indecision there. I don't know what that was all about. Anyway. Hi, puppies. Hi, guys. What are you guys doing in here?
Oh, the doggies.
Hello, puppies. You want to see them? Wait, which? I got to use
the puppies.
Here, I'll show you the pups. Here you go.
Wet roses.
That's the.
Oh,
that's,
look at that guy.
That's Shia, and there's my boy Dalinar. Hey, buddy. You're Dalinar.
Perfect mud. Look at that. That's a green bean mud.
Come here, buddy. Look.
I'm a mud. Look at me.
There's the dogs. There you go, puppies.
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I like to get treats.
Don't say that word.
Don't say that word.
No, yeah, and I'm all out. I'm like,
oh god,
out.
You got to buy some 99-cent cheap hot dogs, cook them, and cut them up into little pieces.
Yeah, but they eat them too quick. I like, if I'm gonna give them treats, I want them to chew on them for a while. You know?
Yeah.
I ruined my camera. That's why I don't do this, Jeremy.
My wife ordered these things called greenies.
Yeah. Supposed to help with their breath. By the way, they don't.
They don't at all.
They don't do anything.
But at least they last a while, you know.
You have little tiny dogs, right? Don't you have little?
No. My Klecko is a 70-pounder. He's a big, thick
really?
Rottweiler pit bull mix.
Oh, okay. I had it otherwise.
Jolene is about 50 pounds. She's very skinny. She's a German Shepherd mix.
Oh wow. Okay. I thought you had smaller dogs for some reason.
No.
Don't know why I thought that.
Oh, Klecko, my big boy. Big boy.
Yeah.
Klecko. He looks like Klecko too. He's got like green eyes. He looks a lot like Klecko.
Nice. He's in the Hall of Fame.
He looks like Klecko. Yeah.
There's Ronnie Trezuzzi checking in, talking about the pups. Ronnie's got I don't know if you know this about Ronnie Trezuzzi, but he's the murderer of turkeys and chickens. He does all his own
nice
meat for the year. He gets all the chickens, and he raises them and everything, and then he slaughters them, plucks them, does the whole thing right at his house, and then fills a freezer with the chicken, so they have at least one chicken a week for the whole year. And then he does the turkeys and everything. Ron's on it. Right, Ronnie Trezuzzi?
It doesn't get much better than that.
What's up in the Trezuzzi household? How you guys doing over there? What's up, Trezuz?
That kind of meat, man, is the best.
When
there's no in between, man.
Dude, he knows everything about it. Like, he knows the food that's going in. You know what I mean? He knows everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
I got a friend, Green Bean, who went in on half a cow.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Quarter cow. He has a separate freezer in his garage to hold it all.
That's what we do. Yeah. Although this year I didn't do it. I ran out of money this year. This year was rough on Green Bean, buddy. Still is. Look at that. Oh, Penix with a beautiful pass to Kyle Pitts.
You got that good job. You're in that place.
Yeah, but I put it all down I started a business, and fucking buddy, it's So anyway, but yeah, so I didn't buy my quarter cow this year, but that's the best, dude. Like, so we have I'm in Central Virginia, so we got nothing but farms and everything here. So you get
a fourth of a cow.
Well, yeah, last time half a cow's a lot. It's a lot, dude. Like a quarter cow for my family, it feeds us probably 8-9 months of the year. Quarter cow.
I bet. Yeah.
So, but yeah, half a cow. But that's the way you get a designated freezer to it and everything. For it and everything. Let's see. Dano's in the house. Danger zone. The camera works better if you keep shaking it. Yeah. I was doing something, you butthole.
Atlanta's driving, by the way. Drake London, very good football player.
Harry said he has 2 rat terriers. That's what I want. I want a little rat terrier. I want a little tiny guy that sits on my lap, little grumpy fuck that doesn't let anybody near me. Arr! That's what I want. Like, he sits with me, and he's totally chill, and anytime anybody comes near me, I want him to bite him. All right, we got a handoff up the middle, about 2, maybe 1.5 yards for Algier, who's a badass. Let's see. DJ Dirty Coach checking in. Nice pups. Oh, we got a super chat from Jack Follensby, our good buddy, checking in. Congratulations on the wedding. We got to tell me when the wedding's happening, Jack, so I can come up there and officiate for you. What's up, boys? Bye-week stream is the best stream. It's completely relaxed, right, Jack? Maybe we do red zone, Jeremy. You want to red zone it? I mean, we'll keep watching it. We want to focus on the Pats game for a little while. But we can switch it over. You know what I mean? We can do anything we want. We have complete and utter freedom. Look at this.
We can even cover.
So they're inside the 5. This is a nice drive. That was a beautiful, wide open pass from Penix to Robinson.
We could cover. We could do both games. Like, I could do another game. Like, we could both watch a different game. We could do whatever we want.
We could do whatever we want. We're not a prisoner to the Jets.
No.
We don't have to be utterly miserable. We can go, hey, you know what? I don't like this game. Switch.
Right. But meanwhile, we got a really good game. The Falcons are first in goal. They can tie it up here.
So, yeah. Ronnie Trezuzzi says, I have 3 freezers. And Ronnie, you know what, Jeremy? Oh, we got the pass up, and it's a touchdown. Did he hold it? Yep, he did.
Says yes. The lady says yes.
That's right, she did. You got a chick on the field out there doing her job. So who's that? Who caught the ball? Was that Drake London?
I don't know. Let's find out. It looked like his type of catch, right? But it could have been a tight end. Yeah, that was London.
Yep, that was Drake London with the reception.
That's why you get a big-bodied receiver like that.
That's right. Oh, this is going to be a great draft. I'm telling you, I'm already excited, dude. Here's what we got to do. We got to put together a whole bunch of wins, get into the playoffs, right? This is all we got to do. You got to just win out, go to the playoffs, make it the most miraculous season of all time. Jets, 0-7 all the way to 10-7 in the playoffs. Aaron Glenn gets coach of the year, all this kind of stuff. And then we go into the draft and we get our quarterback, even though we're not picking first, doesn't matter. We're going to be Jackson Dart in this thing. We're going to go ahead and get a quarterback. And then the second round, Jeremy, here's what's going to happen. We're going to commit to the offense, and we're going to get ourselves a bona fide wide receiver too, like a really good possession receiver. Somebody, they don't have to take the top off, all that. No, a possession receiver, big, strong, violent, good blocker, just a badass, the Anquan Bolden type. That's what I want. And let Garrett Wilson be all the moves and the jukes and all the stuff. Garrett Wilson, this guy, we're going to keep Breece Hall. We're not trading him. We're going to keep him, extend him for 2 years. So we're going to go into this season with a new quarterback. Our offensive line playing second year in a row. We got to figure out the AVT thing. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of that. Re-sign John Simpson. Keep everybody together, right? And then, so you got a new quarterback. You got Breece Hall, Braylon Allen, Isaiah Davis coming back. Your young tight ends going into year 2. You keep Ruckert, you keep Mason Taylor together, and the kid from UVA. You start to fold him in a little bit. He's tight end 3, and you go and get your new quarterback. You got the running back room. You got the line. You got Garrett Wilson, and you give him a big, strong possession wide receiver, and we are ready, dude. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's how it is. That's how close we are, everybody.
Right. That's the balance, right? I like what you said. You got your twitchy guy, you got your route running guy, the twitchy guy, and then you get the big guy, right? You get the big bodied guy, corner the end zone type guy, and then you got. Maybe there's something in this kid Smith for speed, right? That takes the bottom off the defense, which is a role player, that kind of guy. And I love Mason Taylor, love him. I think he's developing really
nice, dude. I told you he was my favorite tight end in the class. Not that I didn't like Loveland and Warren. I mean, I had them as above him, but my guy from fucking day one was Mason Taylor.
Yeah, he was the value guy, and he was the guy that. And we always said, if Loveland and Warren, we said, if those two aren't the cream of the crop, if somebody, because sometimes the rest of the field, someone pops up and ends up being the best. I asked Tom C on a Sunday night on my show, I said, who do you think is the best chance to be that? The guy that would be most likely if somebody else ended up being the best tight end in that class. And he said Mason Taylor.
Yeah, there you go. Right. So we got Rican 1253 saying, why not watch the Colts? Well, I thought about that. But again, this is more applicable to the Jets. And we can look at halftime. If we will do a poll, if we decide to switch it over, we can switch it, whatever we want. But those the Steelers and the Colts, yes, they're AFC, but they're in a different universe. Like the Pats, we played the Pats in a couple weeks. They're our division. I'm clearly rooting for Atlanta. I don't know if you are, Jeremy. Atlanta's, you're fucking such a Drake May homer. So I don't know if you're rooting for the Pats. Are you sneaky backdoor and low-key rooting for the Pats?
I am not rooting for the Pats because I want with every matchup. At this point, I barely care about any team. Every matchup I see, I look at the team with the least wins. And just to, you know what I mean? Because
big stack.
If the Falcons go on a 5-6 game losing streak and we win a couple of games, suddenly we got to worry about them passing us on the. I want every team that has a bad record to win games, and teams with good. Yeah, records.
I know, and I'm the same exact way. But in this instance, obviously, we got to root against the Pats. That's the way it goes,
and it works.
But I'm with Jeremy. We want any team with low wins to win, so we can still win and still be up in that top 3 pick. Category.
Because as much as I hate the Miami Dolphins,
gotta root for them to win.
You gotta root for them to win because we can't have them get Mendoza.
That's right. Or if whoever we want. We can't have them get the guy we want. If it's Mendoza, if it's Mateer, if it's whoever, you know.
Oh, Mateer is so bad.
Whatever.
People like him. He reminds people of Russell Wilson.
I haven't watched him too much. I only a little bit, but I like the type of player he is. But
he's gritty.
So big sack by Lacal London. Everybody.
I don't know that Miami wouldn't take a quarterback. Everybody thinks because of Tua's contract. We were just talking about it. We don't know who the new regime would do.
They're not, dude. The new regime is not starting with Tua. I'm telling you right now.
Right. They're going to come in.
They might start with Zach.
I mean, like not taking, like getting stuck about the money and then not taking a quarterback because of it and saying, well, we're paying him so much money when you have the opportunity to get your franchise quarterback if you love a guy. Is this something the Jets, that Cleveland, that's something that bad organizations do? So it's not. I don't care. I don't care how much money you have committed to a quarterback. If they're not the guy, and you have an opportunity to get the guy, you get the guy, and then you do. You know what I mean? And you eat the contract for Tua. It's that simple.
Just like we were talking about before, with McCarthy and Darnold and Russell Wilson and Matt Flynn, you cannot let name. Contract, you cannot have that be the decider. Of course it's a factor, right? But it can't be the decider. If it is, then you're going to perpetually suck. And that's what the Jets have done historically. We get a guy in here, we just signed him, he's going to start. Like, you can't, there's no discipline that can happen. Saleh wasn't going against that at all. If a guy had a name, if a guy had a fucking contract, dude, there was no way he was starting. It didn't matter what he did. You know what I mean? And that sucks. You can't live that way. And we pointed out the two options. We don't know what J.J. McCarthy will be. I mean, he's young. He's a rookie. So we don't know what he's going to be. And like Jeremy said, he had a nice big touchdown pass today. His career isn't yet to be written. But I think the smart money, Jeremy, the smart money was on, we just had a quarterback take us to 15-2. Have the Vikings ever even done that before? Ever? 15-2? They had a historic season, and they let him go because they fucking used a first-round draft pick on J.J. McCarthy. Bullshit, dude. It doesn't matter. That shouldn't matter, you know?
Right.
Anyway, maybe they didn't like Sam. Maybe like, this guy's, you know what, we don't like. He's out there kissing everybody. We fear mono. He's kissing all the girls. Who knows what Sam's doing in the clubhouse, you know? So Retire 80 says, but Tua's their guy, though. But he was Greer's guy. So they fired. I don't know. I'm sure you do, Retire 80, but they fired their GM yesterday.
And by the way,
JJ 3rd and 10, Drake May back to pass.
Beautiful
gets
pass.
The ball off, and to the tight end, he gets the first easily.
Yeah.
Got to be able to cover that stuff.
J.J. McCarthy now has 2 touchdowns against Detroit. It's no joke. Right. He has 2 touchdowns. He's 5 of 7, 68 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's looking good. J.J. McCarthy, this might be his coming out party.
Nah. This could be it. I know, and that's the way it goes, too. Like, you know, if I talk about anything like that, then you might as well chalk it down. It's going to go the opposite way to fucking drive my point home to make sure it's the opposite. All right, we got 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Guess, they're still pushing him. So he gets about 3, I'd say, on the play. So it's 7-7, dude. Penix led a really nice touchdown drive there to respond because they had 2 punts start the game. Here it goes. Look at that. To J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah.
Gets it to Hawkinson.
See, I would have been perfectly happy taking him in that draft. I mean, I was not upset about Olu. I was not upset about
right on.
I would have been perfectly happy. I said it a million times. I said if they took J.J. McCarthy, I wouldn't be mad. And people said, you're nuts. You're out of your mind. I said, look, I just don't ever think it's wrong to take a quarterback. Who do we have? We had Aaron Rodgers,
Aaron Rodgers, dude.
We had an old man.
No, but here's the thing. This is why it was stupid. No, I know. I hear you, but this is why it was stupid. Same thing with the year before. Excuse me. You had Aaron Rodgers, and the thought was 1 or 2 years max, right?
Right.
So you needed to use every resource to make this work. and they didn't.
Right.
They did. I mean, taking Olu was, but it was like the year before they fucking took Will McDonald. Like, how does that help?
Right.
And we had a defensive line. Don't forget that we had JJ, we had Huff, we still had everybody. You know?
Yeah. They could have just taken JSN.
You're totally, dude. That was the move.
Yeah, and we would have had 2 wide receivers. Yeah.
That was now the move for me, and you remember this. I was an Anton Harrison guy. I didn't even want Broderick Jones. Anton Harrison, I think I had Paris Campbell, I think was the top guy. I might have had him, but I had Anton Harrison was my tackle 1 or 2, and he was still on the board. And you see him, he's a fucking stud. Yeah. I don't know how he's doing this year. I haven't followed his career with vigilance or anything, but he was my guy. So taking the left tackle, I mean, fucking let Broderick Jones go. I wanted Anton Harrison anyway. I thought they should have taken him and called it a day. But if not him, just like you said, Jackson Smith and Jigba, that was the move. Give Aaron Rodgers as much as you can to succeed. And they were fucking playing tiddlywinks. Like, what is this? Like, you trade all this shit to bring him in here, and then you're going to take a developmental edge rusher. What are you doing?
Yep.
I hate that shit, man. I just hate that. GMs, dude, they get too cute. All right, up the middle, and he gets the first. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from about the 30, 31 yard line of the Falcons here. So yeah, I mean, dude, I just think it's time for the New York Jets to stop being cute. All right. It's time to stop with all the we know better than it. Stop it. Okay. Like this year, people are talking. I watched a podcast. I was at the gym and I just put on a YouTube video and I forget what it was. And I could not have disagreed more with whatever that guy was saying. He was talking about we got another big sack. The pressure came. May tried to step up in the pocket. Who is that on the sack there? Who was that?
Falcons came to play.
Yeah, man. Was that Caden Ellis? Let me see.
I can't see.
I can't tell who it is.
It's 54. Who is that? I can't see the back of his jersey. Dorless?
Yeah. Brandon Dorless, defensive end. So, what was I saying, Jeremy? I wanted to say something. Too cute.
Getting too cute.
Yeah. What were we saying though? What was I saying? Oh, big fucking pass.
When we took Will McDonald, we just get too cute. We don't just take the weapons that we should have.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. So I was lifting, I was doing my shoulder workout at the gym, and this guy was saying the Jets taking a quarterback in this draft is fool's errand. It's stupid. The Jets aren't ready for a quarterback. I'm like you have to make sure the team, dude. And that to me, to not take a quarterback in this class, unless you look at this class and you honestly, all your evaluation tells you, hold on here, 1st and 10, Drake May under center, hands the ball off, big hole, gets 12 right up the gut, man. You can't let that happen.
Taking a quarterback is if the coach isn't right. By taking the quarterback, that's how you get the new coach.
That's how right. So here's the thing. Now, if you look at so if you're picking at, let's say we're picking at pick 3, and the first 2 picks, you have 2 quarterbacks in this class, only 2 that are worthy of that have a first round grade. Now you go through your whole evaluation process, your whole entire collective, disagree or whatever from somebody else. Your brain trust says these guys are not the guy, right? Here we go. Touchdown. Very easy. So touchdown up the middle. The Patriots are going to go up 13-7 right now for the point after attempt. So unless that happens, they look at these guys. So you have Moore and what's the other quarterback that you like? Jesus Christmas, Jeremy.
Moore, Mendoza.
All right. So you have Moore and Mendoza. Just as an example, those are the only 2 guys that you have as draftable. Now they both go 1 and 2. So you're sitting at 3, and you don't want to force the quarterback taking a guy because you're supposed to take a guy, right? So that's one. Unless that scenario happens, this fucking team, the way we are right now, this team is built. It's perfect landing spot for a young quarterback. It is perfect.
I know. Whoever said we weren't ready is out of their minds.
Out of their minds. Oh, look what the Jets have done. You can't bring in a quarterback and expect them to blah, blah.
We got a good offensive line. We got
now the idea that he shouldn't come in and immediately be thrown to the wolves like, oh, you're the starter. Yeah, absolutely. He shouldn't come in here knowing full well he's the starter. Justin Fields should still be here, or another vet for that matter. And they got to compete. And if he doesn't beat him, if Justin Fields or whoever the backup is has to start the first 4 games, 6 games, 8, whatever it is, then that's fine for the rookie year. It doesn't matter. You want to make sure that he's ready to start. But dude, this team is about as ready for a quarterback to be drafted as any team that we've ever had. The offensive line is primarily built. Again, we don't know exactly what's going to happen with Simpson and the center position. We don't know yet. AVT's gone, everybody. I just want you to know that. There's no way that this regime is getting into bed with AVT. I'd be blown away if they did that. So anyway, that's that. But other than that, the offensive line's built. You got your fucking 2 rookie bookends. You got Tippmann, either center or guard in the middle, and you'll figure it out. I think they just re-sign Josh Myers, keep Tippmann at right guard, extend Simpson, and draft a kid in the 4th to develop as on the interior, and you're good. That's the way I think, right? Yeah. You got 2 tight ends, both of them young, Mason Taylor, Jeremy Ruckert. All right, fine, perfectly fine. You got a wide receiver 1. You got a wide receiver. Let's call Arian Smith like he's a gadget guy. So you got maybe a wide receiver 4, somebody like that in the house, right? So you already got 1 and 4 in the house. Your running back room is set, and your tight ends are set 1 and 2. Set. What else do you fucking need to draft a quarterback? What else? What are you waiting for? Again, if you don't think the quarterbacks, if there's nobody there, if you're like, I'm not using my first round pick on this guy, I got a 3rd round grade on him, that kind of a thing, then that's fine. You don't want to reach. I'm totally with that. But you can't. Has there ever been a Jets team more ready for a fucking rookie quarterback to come in and start building?
If not now, when?
When?
I mean, it's craziness to me. It's insanity. We don't have a quarterback. This is when you take a quarterback. I don't care. Tennessee, nobody complained when they took one, and they're the worst team. They have a terrible team around them, but they took a quarterback. I mean, like, you take a quarterback whenever you get an opportunity to take a quarterback that you like. If you like someone, like you said, if there's somebody that you rate, and a 1st round draftable quarterback, and you don't have a quarterback that's good on your team, how do you not take one? That's how you build. You just you're watching New England. You're seeing what happens in New England. How much evidence does there have to be for people to understand it starts with quarterback?
That's right. Penix under pressure, throws the ball up. He could have got killed there. They left the defensive end on an island with the tight end there, man. That wasn't good. Hold on here. Incel Alon. JSN was the pick that season. Our front office said he was a 2nd. I know, they're just so silly. And now look, again, I'm not going to go back and attack whatever, all that. I'm not doing that whole thing, but I disagreed on that. Like with the evaluations, a lot of time, like Elijah Moore, I didn't have where they took, that whole thing. But
you have to
having Malachi Corley as wide receiver 2 in the whole fucking class, and having, last year
they were just, there was some just very odd
offensively, dude. We were just completely lost in the sauce.
Very odd thing. I mean, it's like, you take JSN, man. You need to score points in this league. I like Will McDonald. He's one of my favorite players. That's not the point. In that moment, like you said, the right thing to do in that moment is is to take the other wide receiver. You need weapons, man. You got to score points in this league. We haven't scored points since 2015. It's ridiculous.
So, hey, real quick, everybody's saying CJ Stroud. Hold on. Look at this. Penix gets the ball off.
Uh-oh. Something happened to CJ Stroud?
Yeah, it looks like it might have been concerning. Like, so what are we saying? He was down on the field. CJ Stroud is hurt. What are you guys saying? Talk to us. I want to see.
Yeah, but I know Harry. You know, he might. CJ Stroud could have hurt his finger.
No, but somebody else said it too. Like that. He isn't anybody worried about.
Harry gets very worried for people. He's very concerned. He's no, just giving Harry.
He's a lover, not a fighter.
My God,
he's a fucking good dude.
He invited me to Wienerama.
Did he?
I went to a.
When does that happen? I know you went already, right? You went one year.
I went about 2 years ago to Wienerama.
When is Wienerama?
Well, they have it at different times. I mean, but whenever the whole family gets together, they call it the Wienerama.
Right, because you're the Wieners.
There's a bunch of Jet fans in there.
That W isn't just a W, everybody. That W stands for Wiener.
I told him, I said to the kids, like his nephews, nieces, anyone who was young in that family, I kept going to them. I go, if anybody ever bothers you, you look at them and you proudly say, I'm a wiener.
That's right. All right, guys, I'm going to end the poll. You know what? If you guys haven't voted, there's a few of you guys that didn't vote. Go ahead and let us know how you're feeling. I'll give another minute. How you feeling about the season after the win? Here we are in our bye week, nice and relaxed. But how you feeling? You know, what do you think? You know, coming out of the bye week, we're going to be playing the Cleveland Browns and then the New England Patriots and then the Falcons or then the Ravens and the Falcons. So we have a bunch of teams that, truth be told, we can compete with. We can win. Now the Patriots are looking really good, but it's a division opponent, and I think we can hang. So, but tell us what you think. Are you still rooting for the tank? Are you pumped up now? You want to see some victories? Are you really pumped? You think, hey man, you know what? We lost a lot of those games by one score. You know what I mean? Like the one pick six in Tampa, a fucking dropped, a fumbled punt or a kick return in the Steelers game. Yeah, man, we're closer than you think. Like one of those things. And who knows? So let's just tell us where you are. Got 92 votes. We got 104 watching on YouTube. Got another 130 or so on X today. Hello, everybody on Twitter. Good to see you guys. I'd love you to follow and like the stream over there on X as well. Jim Kelly saying, so cool you guys aren't taking the bye. Yeah, man. Well, look, we're happy to hang with you guys. The truth is, Jeremy and I actually like you guys. You know what I mean? We didn't know what to do. We were going to miss you, Let's see. Jets Worldwide chat. I was just going to say, Jeremy and I were on, spent the morning on Jets Worldwide doing the match game, which was fun. Snowball and the guys over there had a good morning. Matt O'Leary was with us, Murph from Danger Zone, and Johnny Boy and all the guys. So Jets Worldwide says, how does it feel to do commentary on teams that play competent football? I know it's weird. We don't know what to do with it, Jets Worldwide. We don't know how to do it. So get your votes in. I'll let it. I'm going to read this super chat, and then we will turn it over to the poll and see what you guys are thinking there. So Jack Follins be checking back in, and appreciate the support, Jack. He says, when are we giving Green Bean control of the franchise? I'm telling you, right? Also, I'll keep you posted on the Talking Jets crew. Plus, your designated drinker are invited. Yeah, you got to keep us posted on your wedding, buddy. But yeah, look, I'm making the Green Bean for GM shirts, Jeremy. All right, let me see here. I'll show you what they look like. Hold on, everybody. Calm the fuck down. Everybody relax. Stop yelling. Right, Jeremy?
Check right. Whoa.
What happened there?
Shirt got ripped.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. His shirt was ripped.
Oh, no.
Oh, gee.
All right. All right. Calm down. Everybody relax.
Everybody chill out.
Oh, he pulled his jersey off. Mommy. All right, so let me show you my green bean for GM logo here, Jeremy. Tell me what you think. All right, buddy. Where are we? Come on, everybody. I gotta find it here. Come on. There it is. All right, I'm going to share. I'm going to try to show you guys what this thing looks like. I'm putting together. I actually started. I got to just finish it. I'm so fucking ADD, Jeremy. I move from one thing to the next. It's crazy, dude. All right, so you ready? Yeah. What do you guys think of my green bean for GM logo here? Come on, StreamYard. Ugh, here we go.
GB.
Hold on, everybody. I want look at everything is so laggy, Jeremy. What is happening? Hold on.
Dom C could be your offensive line specialist for you.
So what do you guys think? What do you think of just that logo though? It's good. It's a good little, right?
It's great. Well, now that you're running for GM, I want you to react to this statement. Okay, we got somebody in the chat who believes, in all honesty, he believes that the first overall pick of the draft is going to be Alar. Is going to be Drew Aller. How do you react to that? Now, not saying anything about
deep pass. Oh my God! Hold on. Oh my God!
Oh boy!
Holy shit! He's still on his feet.
Oh my God! He won't go
Look
down.
at him! Look at this guy! Holy shit!
Guy.
Who was that?
Number 3, I never heard of this guy. He's tiny. Tiny Tim? What's his
my
name?
God. Tiny Tim.
That Douglas kid.
Who is it?
I have no idea.
Russell Douglas?
Who knows where the Patriots find these guys?
Hold on.
Look at that pass. Finds the guy. Look at that. You turn and then boom, the ball just throws you open. He throws you open. And then you just take off.
Throws you open. Yeah, I mean, it's a beautiful path. The route was great. That's Demario Douglas.
Yeah, it's amazing that they find these guys. But you know,
Demario Douglas. So hold on a second here, Jeremy. He is a hold on. Where was he drafted? I get lost with these. Hold on. Somebody's in the chat right now. Like, dude, he's this, you know, like, because I'm an expert too on so many things, but I don't know this guy. I forget, you know. He comes out of Liberty. He was a 6th round pick of the Patriots in the 2023 draft, Jeremy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see, that was a beautiful pass. Great route, but the real excitement was after the ball. Dude, he was stumbling, bumbling.
Wouldn't go down.
Maintained a little bit of his dexterity, kept him on his feet. All right, Drake May fakes the handoff. Here comes the pressure. He eludes it. Better watch yourself, buddy. That guy should have dove for his feet.
What I was asking was, forget about whether Drew Aller any quarterback might hit. We don't know. No one ever really knows, right? People are wrong. People are right. So forget about that. The thought that somehow during this draft process, because he's not playing again, Drew Aller is never going to play.
Right. He got right. The fact that he got hurt, you got the season-ending injury.
What scenario would make somebody believe that he could find a way? Like I don't know, like. In combines, you think there's a way he can go? Right now, he's ranked by PFN as the 259th player. Yeah. How is Drew Aller going to go number 1?
No, he's not going to be the first overall pick. I mean, I would be blown away. But the way that could happen is that he's healthy for the combine.
It's a touchdown, and it's Douglas again, I think. It's the same kid who did it. Oh, no, that's Diggs.
I don't think that was him.
Oh, that's Stephon Diggs, which is what I needed for fantasy.
Stephon Diggs with the touchdown.
Wow, I'm having a
good weekend. Pat's starting to pull away here. That's the second unanswered touchdown from the Patriots. 5:11 left in the first half. They're about to the point after will put them up 21-7. But so here's how that happens. So he's healthy. He has a great pro day and a great combine. You know what I mean? Fantastic combine and great pro day. And then during the combine process has great interviews and all the stuff, right? That's the only way it could happen. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if he's a first round pick.
Right.
But I would, if the team that wants him in the first round, if they happen, so let's say it's the Titans.
I think
they have the first overall pick, they're going to trade out of it. If they're on the Drew Allard train, they're going to trade out of it because I don't think anybody would use the first overall pick for. I just don't think so. I think I think Tony, look, he loves him. We know that. He's got his reasons. He's broken down. Like, yeah, look, he's got it. You know,
I think that I wouldn't be shocked if the Pittsburgh Steelers with the 20th pick took Drew Aller. I really wouldn't be shocked. I really would, because he's got a strong arm, cold weather quarterback, big guy. Reminds me of Ben Roethlisberger. The problem with him is if you take the 5 toughest games he's been in, the 5 best teams he's played against, and look at his numbers, they're terrible. But in his defense, Penn State never had good wide receivers. They only had Tyler Warren. He had a tight end, right? They don't have a good offense. They just run the ball. So, but at the same time, it's hard to draft a guy without evidence, though, right? Like that you've never seen light up on the team. You know, this draft is 4 quarterbacks: Mendoza, Robertson, and Green. I mean, I don't think they're going to go first round. Maybe you have first round grades on them, but that doesn't mean the GMs are going to see it that way. They like to go for the names. The GMs are going to pick Moore. They're going to pick Simpson. They're going to follow the hype, even if this is true and Robertson and Green are better.
Hold on. Wait, hold on. One. So anyway, so I get it, but Tony, I mean, look, it's not beyond, what's possible. It's not ridiculous. I don't see it. I don't think look, I haven't put in the work that Tony has on these guys. So I haven't done that yet. But I'm not an Allard guy. I watched a couple games last year, very, very little. You know what I mean? And this year, what I saw, he looked more the same. I just see him as a sloppy. Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm not so sure that teams would, if he was healthy, unless he was blowing it out of, if he's knocking it out of the park this season. But I don't know. Maybe Tony's right, dude. Who knows?
It's so funny because Tigo, and this is true, he was in our – he hates him. He said he wouldn't be surprised if Drew Aller goes undrafted. Now, I got to tell you, if he was there in the 5th round, even if we took Mendoza, even if we got our quarterback, if he was there in the 5th round, I think you got to be on. Like I would want to take him, like as an insurance policy. Maybe the guy who, I would take him just because I would think the value was too good to pass up. I honestly would, but he's not going to make it that long. Some team is going to take a chance on him.
Right. Some
team is going to love his arm. They're going to love some of the tape. He has some good tape. He has some good film too. Someone's going to take a chance on him for sure. We can't afford to take him. Moogs and Glenn, they can't afford to take the chance.
No way. We can't do it, dude. You cannot, dude. Imagine that we get the first overall pick. Let's see. And even but just in this scenario, we got the first overall pick for the first time since 1997, and you're going to use it on a guy who didn't play all year.
Right.
Like, that's very Jets. It's like when we took D. Milner. Like, you trade Revis away, the greatest cornerback potentially of all time at the time, at least bona fide, the best cornerback in Jets history. You trade him away. You get a first-round pick, and at the time, they thought it was a 1st and 3rd. It ended up being a 1st and 4th. So you get a first-round pick, and you use that pick on his direct replacement, which is already foolish. All right? It's already foolish. But the replacement that you get, Jeremy, is a fucking kid who's injured. So you trade Darrelle Revis. You get a first-round pick. You're going to go in that first round, go right at the exact same position. Good return, huh? All right. And then you're going to use it on a guy who's injured? It's like the balls. It makes no sense.
They're just not going to risk their job.
Beautiful tight window pass by Penix right to Darnell Mooney.
I mean, that's if you're wrong, you lose your job. I don't think they would ever take him with the first overall pick. They would take Mendoza. But let's say we win some games and we have the 5th pick. And now Mendoza and Simpson or Moore are gone. And the Jets took Drew Allar. It's like if they did that, the fans would be pissed. They'd want to lynch you. And if you were wrong, you're gone so fast. It's your job. There's no coming back from it. If he sucks, you're gone. So I'm saying is I don't see how you would take that risk. I honestly don't. I don't see how you would take that risk.
No, I agree.
Personally, and people are going to make fun of me for saying it, but like time will tell. Or they might both stink, so it might not ever matter. But personally, I would rather go with Allar than Dante Moore. I really would.
Well, Dante Moore is scary because he's one of those guys that you're doing the 1 year, hold on, screen pass across the body, gets a yard. It looked good. Looked like it had some potential there. Flag on the play, everybody. But like when guys have that 1 year of production, and then it's like, oh, everybody goes nuts. We see it all the time. You see it with coaching. Guys have 1 fucking year of good coaching, and now they're the leading head coach candidate, and the Jets are going to get it. So I can't stand it. We do that shit all the time. But you look at a guy like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is very much that. I mean, he had very little to offer before it was that 1 year. Joe Brady, too. Joe Brady wasn't even the offensive coordinator. He was the passing game coordinator for Joe Burrow. But, the whole thing. And everybody was talking about him for head coach and all this kind of shit. But so it's a scary thing. But the truth is, college, Jeremy, you're only getting 2 or 3 years anyway. Most of the time. Not everybody's Penix and stays in school for 7 years. But it's like, it's just scary when you're going to invest all that. You're going to use such a valuable asset. And then, all the millions and then all the time, like for a quarterback, you use a first round pick on a quarterback, like you're using a couple years to see if he's got the shit, got the goods. So it just sucks when all you have is 1 season of production. But that's going to be what Moore is. And he might even catapult himself to the top overall pick, dude. He might.
I know. But watching him, though, and watching Mendoza, there's just so much more film for Mendoza, like, in my opinion. Like as far as if you're a guy who wants a pocket passer, if you're a guy who's tired of having a quarterback who can't go past the first read, Mendoza's the only one that I actually see processing, sitting in the pocket and actually his head's moving. He's looking at different receivers. I like him so much better. But I just have to say this because this is kind of crazy. Mac Jones, you want to talk about an amazing coach to play quarterback for? Shanahan is a genius. Mac Jones is 14 of 14 for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Right.
Like playing a perfect
right. But then that's the thing. Like it shows you, dude. Like you never want to sign a guy as your dude, like after Shanahan makes him look good. Like, because it's Shanahan. It's that system. It's that offense. It's that coach. It's all that stuff. Like you look at Jimmy G was fucking amazing with Shanahan. And then he gets hurt. He can't do it. The 7th round pick, Brock Purdy comes in. He's a franchise quarterback. He goes down. They take fucking journeyman who's been all over the place and sucks. Mac Jones, stick him in there. And he looks great. They have Adrian Martinez, the guy who's been here for the last couple of years. The Martinez package from fucking Tony Alexio. He's their backup. Dude, let me tell you something. Mac Jones goes down and Adrian Martinez comes in. Brace yourselves.
I know.
Brace yourselves for the New York Jets cast off to look like a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You just wait.
Yeah.
Cody Taylor checking in. That's Cody. I know this guy, Cody, I think. I've heard of this guy. He rings a bell. Keep up the great work, Green Bean. You're the man. Well, thank you, Mr. Taylor. I appreciate that, Jeremy. What do you appreciate Cody Taylor?
I love people who do the super chats because you bust your butt. And it's like, it's so nice that people who are able to do it. It's not to make anybody feel bad who doesn't do it. It's just to appreciate the people who do, the people who are able to and do, because you got kids that are ready to start going to college. So
yeah. Yeah, man. No, it really is appreciated. You guys don't know. Like, this isn't necessarily easy. I mean, it's fun. And when you get to this point where I've been doing it for a long time, so I know how to do it and everything, and it is what it is. But it is not easy. Like, you see guys starting, they start their channels and they try to build it. And every now and then somebody will just shoot off like a cannon and get 10,000 subscribers real quick. But it's usually not the case. It's a grind. Like, this is not easy to do over here. Like, when you see it, like, all you see is me and Jeremy pop up on the screen and go, waka, waka, waka. So it seems like, hey, it's easy. We're having a great time. But there's so much bullshit that goes along with this that it's not the easiest thing. It's like, you see new channels, like guys like, just as an example, like Dano or, Danger Zone or Jets Worldwide, and they're grinding. I mean, Jets Worldwide, dude, they have these creative shows and, you know what I mean? Like, all these fucking great ideas, and they're just doing so much stuff to try to make it work. It's not easy. It's not easy. So when you guys do throw a super chat or you join the channel or any of that, it really is appreciated, man. Thank you so much for all the support. So anyway, Cody, thank you, my friend. Thank you, sir. What's going on in the game? 21-7. We got a minute and 21 seconds left in the first half, Jeremy.
It's flying.
What do you make of that, friend?
I'm just looking at New England and I'm thinking, man, when you have a quarterback, it just makes you a real team. It makes you a real team. Because here's like a situation where people say, oh, but it's just Atlanta. But how many times have we thought we were good? Hey, we're 7-3. We got a chance. And then we just start losing to teams we should beat. Like, right. They're 6-2. Like, yeah, they're in their first year of being turned around, so people don't trust it. Are they really good? But Atlanta comes in, it's a team they should be able to beat, and guess what? They're up 21-7. I want to be that. I want a team
right.
That.
I know.
Like,
when is it us?
I hate it.
And they sucked. Dude, they
sucked.
Dude, last year, they were one of the teams we beat at the end of the year, Jeremy.
I hate it when people say, when you get a win and people say, oh, but look at the lousy team you beat. It was a crappy team. I don't care. Winning the games you're supposed to win against crappy teams, that matters too. That's part of being a championship team, beating teams you're supposed to beat. So there's no such thing as a win in the NFL that doesn't have meaning. That's how I feel. So, so I want to get our quarterback so we could be this,
Yeah. And it really is. It's a crazy thing with the Jets because, like, look, obviously it's more than the quarterback, right? Like, when we went and got Aaron Rodgers, there was a loud chorus, myself included. Like, we were a quarterback away. We had the team. Yeah. You had the line, you had the Garrett Wilson, you had the Breece Hall, you had the defense, all this stuff. And then you get Aaron Rodgers and you win 5 games, so it's clearly more than that.
Right.
At the same time, when you look, well, and I think a lot of it had to do, like, I think the problem last year, the 2024 New York Jets, was this. Okay. There's lots of little things like letting Bryce Huff and JFM go and bringing in Reddick. And that whole thing that blew up in our fucking face, okay? Wow. Losing C.J. Mosley at the beginning of the year. We didn't expect that. Sherwood stepped in and had a good year. It's not the same. C.J. Mosley was the leader, the emotional leader. So obviously the defensive line stuff, that hurt. You lose C.J. Mosley, that hurts. So that's all part of it. The safety position sucked. Tony Adams sucks and all this. So there's all that stuff. So that adds to it. But the real problem with that team was this. Aaron Rodgers was essentially the coach. He was the lead. He was the be all end all of everything. He's not a coach. He's a quarterback. So look, they tried it. There was reason to believe, hey man, let Aaron Rodgers run the offense. You know what I mean? Yes, we had Hackett as a coordinator. You know, he wasn't really doing it. He sucked, as we know. You put in Downing and he was better, but he still sucks. But he was only good because Hackett was so abysmal. But essentially, Aaron Rodgers was running the team last year. Can't do it. He's not. He was making personnel decisions, all that kind of stuff. You know, the red line shit with fucking what's his name? Remember?
Yeah.
So all the stuff that was going on, which is why he's succeeding in Pittsburgh, dude. He's just a quarterback. That's Mike Tomlin's team. Nobody is coming in there and making any changes. That's Tomlin's team. He's strong enough. He's confident enough. He's established enough. Aaron Rodgers went in there and they said, here's what you're going to do. You're going to do X, you're going to do Y, and then you're going to do Z. Are you good with that? He said yes, and it's working. Here, he was in charge of everything. So clearly, that's not what he's good at.
Right.
He's a quarterback. And everybody was, they were on, dude, our entire coaching staff was online on their knees waiting to fillet them. They were, who's next? Oh. That's what they were doing all year last year. You saw it in Hard Knocks the year before. Oh my God, look at it. We're going to be so great. Aaron Rodgers, look at how he throws the ball. He's still got so much zip. Remember all the shit that they were talking about?
Yes.
In Hard Knocks? It was gross. I hated it then. I was like, dude, this is too much. This is too much. But anyway, that was our problem last year. So now, Jeremy, the fact that we have, like, you say what you want about Engstrand, we don't know what he is, but right. He looks, you know, like you see it. Like there's positives. He's learning too, but you can see it. The offense, it's different. So if we do have a quarterback that's in here that can play, like Justin Fields, he had a good week last week by comparison.
Yeah.
He has been the problem, right?
Yeah.
He's been a huge problem. So if we get a quarterback, just like what we're seeing, you get a quarterback who could just play within the system, make the throws, not a complete idiot, not throwing it into the dirt like Zach Wilson or 10 fucking yards above their head. Like that's what we're watching. Like Zach Wilson is throwing the ball. Think about it, dude. He's back to pass. He's got 3 seconds and he throws it. Garrett Wilson's wide open, fucking 8 yards away, and he sails it 5 yards above his head. Like, what are you going to do with that? So anyway, that's the real problem, guys. That's what was going on. Edutane says all quarterbacks should go through Shanahan for 1 year, but he shouldn't be allowed to keep any of them. Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. But know the other thing, too, and I say this all the time, like if I was the general manager of this team, this is literally what I would do. I would tell my coaching staff, you're not only going to have one coach responsible for the quarterback. It's too important. Look at this. Right. All kinds of time, throws the ball just shy of the first down. It's crazy, too, because you would think the Falcons want the ball right now, Jeremy. They weren't able to put it together. And now here we got 30 seconds left, and the Pats are driving to get some final points. It's the worst. Maybe after this we do switch games. What do you think?
And with the lead, they're trying harder than we tried when we were losing that game. You know?
Yeah. It's crazy. But if you're the GM, you're the coach, why wouldn't you have 5 coaches for the quarterback?
I would. I mean, I certainly, if I was the Jets, if we ended up drafting a quarterback, which I think we will, I think we definitely need to. Why wouldn't you help Estrand? Why wouldn't you? If I look at the current staff, why wouldn't you bring in a veteran, like an older coach? Right. Pay the money, whatever you have to pay him. Pay some experienced, savvy guy that you could trust to have, this extra coach develop this young player.
Well, right. And that's the other thing too. Like I told you guys, Bruce Arians did it when he took over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this last time around when Tom Brady came down there. He hired an additional staff to work the entire responsibility of this next group of coaches. Their job was the second, third stringers, all the backups. That was their job. They never even dealt with the starters. Their whole job was to develop and give attention to the other guys. Like, why wouldn't you have that? Like, you have all these fucking quality assurance coaches and all these. No, dude, I don't know. It just seems so silly to me. So hopefully the Jets, we get a quarterback in here and he's not an afterthought like he was with Sam Darnold and Zach Wilson. Because that's literally what they were. They were afterthoughts. It's crazy to me. Like, fucking Gase comes in. He doesn't even hire an offensive coordinator. Doesn't even hire a quarterback coach. We had no quarterback coach on the team. Yeah.
He thought he was like this guru.
And he's done nothing. The only thing he's ever done is Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning didn't need him. Look at this pressure. Oh, my God. Big fumble, Jeremy. Scoots it up. Look at this.
Oh, he started to celebrate too soon.
No, he wasn't celebrating. He was just trying to fuck. No, he was getting, thankfully, he moved up.
Trying to get free. Yeah.
Yeah. The other guy was swiping out of the defense. So now we got 23 seconds. Drake May with a huge mistake. Look at this. So we got the pressure. The offensive line's doing the thing. We got a little stunt.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, as far as hiring a quarterback coach, Green Bean, or an offensive coordinator, as far as quarterback coach, when the best thing on your resume is, oh, in the middle of a Hall of Fame quarterback's career, I was his quarterback coach.
Right.
Does not impress me. I'm impressed by the guy, and now he's a head coach for Jacksonville, who took Baker Mayfield, whose career was slipping away because of trashy Cleveland, and was able to rescue him and get him back to where he was his first few years of his career, and even better. Like, that's the guy. That's a guy that has a resume, right?
Correct.
The guy who helped turn Sam Darnold around. That's a resume. But I don't care about a guy who happened to be Peyton Manning's quarterback coach for a couple of years.
I could not agree more. And you said it perfectly. All right, well, Penix gets it all the way to the 1, Jeremy. We got exciting football now.
Wow.
Dude, think about it. The Pats were just about to get in the field goal range at minimum, make it a 24-7 half. Instead, look at Penix Jr. with his pops. So he's on the guard. Penix gets it to the 1-yard line. We got 16 seconds left. They got to punch this in, Jeremy, or it's all for nothing. You got to take advantage of this gift. All right. We got an LR conversation going on in the chat.
Oh,
I see it.
It won't stop.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what.
Wait, hold on, Jeremy. You got to play. Penix. Touchdown. Beautiful pass.
Amazing.
Drake London with his second touchdown. They're not going to that's definitely a touchdown. I don't know what that DB. The DB is pointing to the ground like some bullshit.
No way. Hell of a football player.
So it's exactly the same thing, too. You see Drake London, such strong hands, going up for the ball, just plucks it once he's got it. And that's the thing with having that big receiver with great hands. Just throw it to him, man. He'll get it. Boom. Jumps up. You got to get a guy. Dude, here's the things. Big and strong, right? People are like, oh, he's so fast. Yeah, but he can't fucking catch, right? He's got no hands. What I want is a big, strong receiver, big, strong hands, Jeremy, and a guy that by design, his whole game is built around one thing. He loves to high point the ball. That's what I want. Don't wait for it. Go fucking get it.
Yeah.
Go get it.
Yes. Absolutely. And it would be great to have that as perfect compliment to GW, right? I mean, what I was saying about Drew Aller is,
yeah, go ahead.
There's a lot of film, there's no argument to it. Like, I've watched the film myself. He has film of making every kind of throw you could ever dream of making. He has a cannon of an arm. He can also take something off it. He could throw for touch. He could throw anywhere on the field. There's no doubt about it. He also struggles to make short passes. Like, he gets very inconsistent. He'll look terrible. He'll throw 7-yard passes that are off, right? Which reminds people of Zach Wilson. So we have a very bad taste of that. We don't want a guy who can't make an 8-yard pass. But there's lots of pros and cons. One of the pros is he's very similar in the same thing that people didn't like Josh Allen for. Like, Josh Allen was a guy who could make every throw, had a cannon, but had a 57-yard completion percentage in college for Wyoming. So people said, small school, 57-yard, 57% completion percentage. You can't draft this guy. And then he became Josh Allen. So,
right.
To me, you can't go with the first pick of the draft on him, but there is something to like if you watch all of his film. It's just but it's like, how much are you going to invest in that, though? It's your job. If you're a GM and you take him and he doesn't work out, you're fired. You know what I mean? So
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's going to do it for this half, everybody. The Falcons get a certifiable lifeline. That was as big of a play as you could possibly get to end the half. The Patriots were up 21-7 and were driving with about 35 seconds left they're going to play. All right, I thought they did it. Here we go. Victory pose. That's the half. So the Patriots were driving to at least get 3, at least.
Yeah.
They might even got a touchdown. So it was about to be 24-7 going into the half. I believe the Patriots get the ball and to start the third quarter too. So think about that, Jeremy. You're heading into the half 24-7 with a end of the half points that rub their face in it. And you come out and you give their offense the ball again. So this was about to be an ugly, ugly game. But instead, a huge play. Jeff Ulbrich calls up a defensive stunt. It works flawlessly. Drake May fumbles the ball. They scoop it up and run it down to the 10-yard line or whatever it was. And then they punched it in. Penix, a beautiful pass to a leaping Drake London, who showed you how strong his hands are. And they made it, Jeremy. They made it.
It's amazing.
And now it is 21-14. That is an entirely different game than 24-7, Jeremy. Talk about it, buddy. Why is it a different game?
Because you, instead of being down 14 and maybe them making it 17 and feeling like you're being blown out 24-7, now you're a score away. You're one play away.
One play away.
I mean, and psychologically, that's a huge thing, to be one play away. It also makes New England nervous, right? It starts to make them unrelaxed, right? When you're relaxed, when you're doing a blowout, you play better. You're having fun. Now they're a little nervous. They're a little jittery.
That's right.
Are a little uncomfortable. Suddenly, that's when things start to happen. That's when it starts to fall apart. Shit starts to fall apart.
Suddenly, that's when things start to happen. I love how Jeremy said it. Jeremy, one of the great orators of our day, saying it perfectly, everybody. And I want to, I did some work today on my how's your fantasy team doing, Jeremy? You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm in. Yeah. I'm looking at. I'm at like 65% to win in the 2 out of 3 that really matter. The one, one of them cost me $150 entry, and the other was $100. The one that cost me $150 entry, I'm in first place. But there's a couple other teams that are on my, breathing on my heels. I'm the kind of guy who has the worst luck, man. I'll dominate the regular season. Playoffs will start, and all my guys will just have a terrible week. Round 1 of the playoffs, then I'm out with no money. So I don't get too excited about it. I just enjoy it. I like the fact that all 3 of my leagues, I'm in it. Like, it looks like I'm going to make the playoffs in all 3. That's a lot of fun.
Oh,
and
man.
And I'm alive in both my Survivor leagues, which is a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I am alive. So I went into my day today. So when I went into my game, it said that I had a 68% chance to lose. Jeremy. Why isn't it fucking working? Come on. Why isn't it? It was just working. I'm so StreamYard. No, StreamYard sucks, dude. Like I have everything set up, man. It blows my fucking ads. It's like every now and then it's fickle. You know what I mean? Like I had it all set up to show everybody the beautiful work I did on my fantasy team today. I wanted to show everybody for the halftime report. Hold on a second. I'm going to reboot and come right back. I'm going to try it again. Hold the fort for me for a minute.
I will hold the fort. I'll hold the fort. Hold the fort. So Freiermuth has a touchdown. That's a green bean guy. He liked Freiermuth. I like Freiermuth. For the Steelers, he kind of faded away a little bit, but he's got a touchdown today. I don't like when Aaron Rodgers does well. I admittedly am a sourpuss. I'm a spiteful bastard. And I don't like it when Aaron Rodgers plays well. I want him to play poorly. I want him to get sacked a lot. I want him to feel a lot of pain. I want people to hit him and make him really sore. I want him to suffer. I want him to feel embarrassed, humiliated. I want him to be the first. I want Aaron Rodgers to be the first quarterback where this coach Tomlin doesn't end up with a winning season. That's what I want. I'm spiteful as hell. So I root anti-Aaron Rodgers. I want him to throw an interception every time he drops back. That's what I want. I'm spiteful and I admit it. I'm petty.
I am also petty. I don't root for anything except the New York Jets. Everything else I do in the NFL is root against. Everything. I'm rooting against all day, every day. All right, guys. Well, look, I want to talk to you about the amazing Sleeper app. I want to show you guys, as you can see, I have the TalkinJets Pick'em League on Sleeper and my fantasy league. The Beanbaggers Fantasy League is also on the Sleeper app. We are delighted, but I want to show you. So, Jeremy, when I started the day, I had a 68% chance to lose. And then I used the Sleeper app. What I did was I went through this one in particular.
What I did.
So I went in here and I was looking. I was going through and I compared my guys. So this is what the Sleeper app enables you to do, guys. Is that if you take a few minutes and you say, I really want to win this. I'm actually putting in some time. There's money on the line, damn it. And you go through and you want information is king. And I started to do some comparisons. Who did what when against different teams? And I said, okay, well, who they playing today? They're likely to meet this kind of resistance. And I put my dudes in, right? I factored it all together. I put it all together using the stats that are available to me on the Sleeper app. And look at what happened here, Jeremy. I want to show you. Look at what happened. I went from a 68% chance to lose. You see this?
Yeah.
56% likelihood that I win. It's very similar to what we just saw in the Falcons game, the Falcons-Pats. It was about to be 24-7, but instead it's 21-14. Totally different environment. And that was able to happen on my end because of the amazing stats and information available to me on the number one fantasy app, the number one sports app out there, period, the Sleeper app. Guys, this app enables you to take your game day knowledge and turn game day into payday. You can win up to 100 times your money, but the best part about it, two things. If you don't know if you're sure, you're a little bit hesitant, you're scared, you don't know, take advantage of the Sleeper bonus right here. $20 without a deposit necessary to come on in, mess around, learn the app, see what you think. And once you're like, all right, I got this. This is made easy for me. Then you're going to come back and you're going to use that promo code right there, Green Bean, and they're going to match up to $100 of your first deposit. So you want to put down $100, say, all right, I took advantage of the $20. I like it. Now I'm coming in for real. You put down 100. Well, that 100 turns into 200, just like that, on the number one app for fantasy sports out there today. Sleeper. Use the promo code GreenBean, and I made it even easier for you guys. The link is right in the description of the video. Just click the link. It takes you right there. Bing, bong, boom, and you're done. Terms and conditions apply. Make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. Jeremy, I'm so grateful for the sleep wrap, but look at me. Look at this. Look at this thing. I am doing it all, everybody. Look at my team. Jamar Chase, Debo Samuel, Travis Kelce. Look at all these guys.
Look at that. Names, big names you have.
That's right. Names we know. And I even switched defenses. I switched defenses today. I went from the Tampa Bay defense to the Jaguars defense. Let's see if that works out for me.
Because of who the Jaguars are playing, right?
Exactly.
I do that too. Jeremy. I do that too.
Right.
You playing some rookie quarterback or some trashy team
that
turns the ball over, that can't get out of their own way. I'm all over it.
And that's the way to do it. So thank you to Sleeper for hanging out with us. It's the best. It's the best. It makes it fun, everybody. So there you go. Let's get out of here with this thing. So, Jeremy, do we want to continue to watch the hold on, what's going on here?
Whatever you want to do. Everybody's in halftime pretty much.
Everybody's in halftime. We want to switch games. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, we got the Panthers-Packers started up again. They're going right now. The 49ers-Giants are going right now. Those two teams started the second half. Everybody else is is at halftime or finishing up.
All right.
So up to you.
So let's do a poll. We'll do a poll.
Maybe people want to watch Robert Saleh on the sideline because he found his joy. You know.
Yeah. What did he say? I saw something about that. It didn't even interest me enough to go look at it.
He sucked the Jets. Being on the Jets, the experience sucked the joy out of him, and now he's got his joy back. It's like, but dude, that's because you're in the job you're good at. It has nothing to do with the Jets.
Right.
That's because you're a defensive coordinator and you're very good at it, and you are not a head coach. You are very bad at it. That's what went wrong. You weren't up to the task. You lost the locker room. That's the worst. Of all the things you could do bad as a coach, you can't lose the locker room.
Right. I mean, that's it. Look, I don't. My inclination is to defend the Jets, right? Like I want to defend them. Just like you said, oh, it's not the Jets' fault. But here's the truth of it.
Woody's fault.
We're here. I'm here 43 years. You're here 40 whatever years. You know, everybody is in the chat is here for 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, right? It sucked the joy out of us too. Yeah. So look, and you could see Robert Saleh's face. I mean, he looks, when you see him on the sideline,
God,
he looks like the glow in his head is back. Like even the sheen on his bald head, even that looked like it went away when he was here. Like it just, there was no glare anymore. Now it's all shiny and everything. But just like you said, number one, it's what he's good at. Now, if Robert Saleh gets another head coaching job, I think he'll have a much better chance of being good at it, because this is why I want to hire guys who've done it and failed, because they learn. And look, unless he's a complete idiot and didn't learn from his mistakes, dude, you come here and all the shit that he went through, you don't think he's going to learn from this and not make those same mistakes, not be afraid, number one, to pull guys if they're screwing your team? Or how about this? Maybe not calling up the press and thinking they're your best friend and you're going to cry to them and be their confidant and everything. Maybe you learn not to do that, like calling fucking Joe Beningo and crying to him about how sad you are. Like, of course he's going to make it a story. What's wrong with you, dude? So right. Robert Saleh, the thing is that he's, saying the joy that the Jets sucked the joy out of him. It's really twofold. Number one, of course they did. Woody sucks. And look at what we do here. We're the worst, right? We know that. But the other thing is, you kind of had a hand in it, dude. Like where's the responsibility? Where's your part in this? You know what I mean? What about when you were too much of a puss to bench guys that were getting fucking pre-snap penalties 5-6 times a game? Where's that? You're a puss. Everybody knows you're a pussy. How about when they asked you if you were going to hold anybody accountable in a press conference and you said, what am I going to do? Make them do push-ups? How about when you said they're grown men? They don't need me to tell them how they've done wrong. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? You know what I mean?
I hate when they say NFL players or real NFL players or whatever don't need to be coached. They should be motivated or whatever. Like,
right.
That's just not true. I mean, like, they're overpaid. They make millions of dollars. And, like, sometimes a lot of them need to be coached and motivated. A lot of them need to be scared or told that they can't get away with it. We see it all the time. I could show you film of freaking this guy, what's his name? Cisco. Now, I'm almost glad he's hurt because he shouldn't be playing on our team. This guy, Cisco, I got 3 plays I found in the All-22 where he's jogging. Where he's doing nothing. Nothing. He just gave up. The offensive lineman is blocking him, and he doesn't even try to spin around it, and the running back runs right by. But disgusting.
Yeah, he's done. He's like, yeah, I'm done.
Right.
I'm out.
Those players need to be coached.
Right. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't spill.
Oh my God. Drake May almost fumbled. He did, but he fell on it. So
I love it. I would love to see Drake May fumble again. All right. So the second half has begun. Let's see what happened here. He was going to pass it, decided, no, I don't want. Oh, trips over his own lineman.
Dropped the ball. It was very cute. Was like,
that was so close to being.
I got the ball.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so the whole idea that these guys are grown men and they don't need to be coached, if that was the case, then great coaches like the Parcells of the world and all that, they wouldn't have the legendary status that they do. Drake May,
right.
Drake May with a good out.
The way
really good pass sucks too because the coverage was there, Jeremy.
The way Lawrence Taylor managed his personal life, you saw everything that happened after when Parcells was gone, his career was over, and you saw what happened in his life. You don't think Parcells had to work hard to keep that guy in line, to allow him to be the Hall of Famer that he was? Like, you don't think that took coaching to keep him in line?
Yeah, right.
As soon as Parcells was gone,
dude, a year later, right. Dude, he was fucking found in a motel with a fucking 15-year-old prostitute and like a gup.
We lost you. You're muted.
Buddy. Yeah, a year later. Did you hear me with the pound of crack?
Now you're back. Yeah, well, the pound of crack. We needed to get that back in there.
Yeah. I know, like a year or two later, all of a sudden, Lawrence Taylor, he's like a Hall of Famer over here. He retires. He doesn't have Parcells in his ear, and he's fine. They found him in a fucking a Fort Lee motel with a 15-year-old prostitute and a pound of crack. You know what I mean? Like that's who Lawrence Taylor ended up being as soon as he didn't have Parcells anymore.
Right. It's all about coaching, man. Coaches. I mean, look at Mac Jones right now, right? Look what he's doing today because of Shanahan. And it's not like Shanahan doesn't have a history of doing this. You think Brock Purdy would be not that Brock Purdy's not better than we all thought, not that he's good, has talent.
Right.
You think if Brock Purdy would have ended up on any other team, he'd be Brock Purdy right now?
Yeah, it's totally true.
I wouldn't bet on it. You know what I mean? It's like coaching matters so much. I can't stand it when people undervalue the importance of coaching.
Yeah, it's the biggest deal ever, dude. Like it really is. Let me see here. Kyle Shanahan. You know what's funny too about this guy is he's been fired. You know, he's been fired.
Well, it's wild. Well, the Niner fans wanted him fired.
Yeah,
like a year after he was in the Super Bowl when they had that bad year because whatever that got Garfey or whatever the hell he was, the quarterback got hurt and they stunk. People were saying fire him. You don't understand. This is what some Niner fans out here were telling me. You don't understand our expectations.
That's right. You're like, yeah, we don't, because in that, you know what we call that is you're a spoiled brat.
Well,
that's what you are.
But I also pointed out to them, I said, when's the last time you won a Super Bowl? I think those days are behind you. I think you're holding on to very old glory.
Yeah.
Like, I think you should be very appreciative of the coach who got you to a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just shut up because you don't know what it's like, obviously. You forgot what it's like. Like, you don't fire a coach that gets you to the Super Bowl a year later.
Yeah. I want to welcome Jets Worldwide to the Stream Beaner realm. Welcome and thank you for the support, Snowball. It's great to have you aboard. I just dropped a members only content last week. I dropped it. I think I might have told you, Jeremy. I found I think you're on it. I found an old tape of us watching the Beanbaggers watching an old classic game. I forget what game it was. Yeah, so we used to get together once a month. We're actually doing that. I mean, I don't know. We were supposed to do it this weekend, but I don't know what happened. The weekend just melted on me. But we're going to watch the next game that we're watching is the 2002 playoffs, Chad Pennington versus Peyton Manning. All right, the running back gets about 5 or 6 there going around the right side on second down.
It was a nice scamper.
Little scamper. So, but look at so anyway, yeah, I just dropped that. So enjoy that. Enjoy the emojis and the super chats that come with your Stream Beaner membership. But thank you for the support, Jets Worldwide. It is appreciated.
By the way, I want a reaction on Green Bean from you on this because it annoyed me at first, but they're winning, so it's hard to overall for the season, so it's hard to really knock her for it. The owner of the Indianapolis Colts, the woman, the daughter of Jim Israel, stands on the sideline with a headphone and writes notes of everything she hears that gets communicated on the system from the coaches to each other, and she's writing everything they're doing down. And and making notes and kind of really being aware of everything that's going on with her team. And at first, I was a little part of me thought if I worked for them, I'd be like, get out of here. But the Colts are doing really well, so it's hard to knock her because they seem to be doing really well. What's
the problem with it? Why would it bother you in the first place?
I don't know. Maybe I feel a little micromanaged. Maybe but. She has a good point. She says, my family owns this team. It's a multi-million-dollar company, and I want to know what's going on. I'm not just going to leave it in the hands of somebody and just sit in some box and not be included. She's like, I'm not telling them who to draft. I just want to know what the communication is. I want to know who's responsible when things don't go right.
I love it, actually.
Okay.
See, now I never would have had a problem with it. See, now here's the thing. If she was down there telling them what to do,
that's
getting involved, sticking her fucking nose in it, like Woody,
that would be a problem.
so Woody Johnson's not on the sideline doing that, but he's in the back room making decisions with his 18-year-old son. Right. You know what I mean? They're pushing the buttons.
Yeah.
That's the problem. So Joe Douglas thinks our GM thinks he's making a move or that he's making a decision, but meanwhile, in Gotham City, that's what's going on. So I don't know. I would love it. That to me, that's actually a breath of fresh air. You have an owner who actually wants to know what's going on so she can, be, more aware of what the fuck's, are these guys worth the money I'm giving them? Oh, drops the pass. A lot of pressure there. Jeff Ulbrich sent the blitz on first down. So anyway, man. Yeah, so I don't know. I think it was I like it. Look, I've often said, remember, I've joked, if I was the GM, I would also give myself a job of some quality control coach so I could literally be on the field in the mix. I'd have a job on the coaching staff so I could sit there and actually know what stupid shit they're doing, or why isn't anybody paying attention to this? I'd be micromanage it for real. Wow, pass over the middle to Hunter Henry.
That was a nice pass.
Ended up being a 16 or so yard gain.
He's not a flawless, perfect quarterback yet, but he's young, and
he's good, man.
He's starting
a good quarterback.
He's starting to blossom,
Yeah. And he's got the support, dude. He's got the support.
Yeah, good coaching and.
Wait, hold on. Let me see here. All right, we got 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, pressure right in his face. Dumps it. Yep, little dump for fucking 4 or 5. 5 yards there.
I tell you, it drives me crazy when I watch the Bills and I watch Ty Johnson do things.
Oh, yeah.
It drives me crazy. I just had to throw that in because that running back reminds me of Ty Johnson because his hair is out of his helmet.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get rid of him. Remember that one game? Because he was a guy with us. But again, like you look back, hindsight teaches you a lot. It was our staff. Like he was a guy, he would fumble and he was offsides and all kinds of stupid shit. And I'm like, dude, this guy sucks. Like he has his moments. He's really good at times. He had that one game, dude. He dropped 3 consecutive third down passes that all would have been first. So think about that. 3 consecutive drives in one game stopped because Ty Johnson couldn't catch.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, number one, why is he still out there? Meanwhile, you got fucking Denzel Mims. He's inactive. You know, that whole thing was still going on.
Right.
So, you know, but I was like, but the thing is you look back and it's like what Mecole Hardman said. Look at him. He's running. He gets the first. Drake May running around the edge. But like, remember Mecole Hardman, for whatever bullshit he was and did here, he said publicly, the Jets staff and team, they have no idea what it takes to win. They have no idea. Like their demeanor. Remember what he was saying? He said, like, the way that they operate, they're never going to win anything there. Remember that? He said that.
Yeah.
They're never going to win. They have no idea. And he said, and I think I know a thing or two about it. I just fucking went to numerous Super Bowls with the Chiefs. And here I do. I come here. And he said, the Jets have this. Wow, that might have been a hold. Nope. Up the middle. So he said the Jets have this air, and I'm paraphrasing, of course, but he insinuated the Jets have this air of like overconfidence, like we've done something, and we never have. We don't know what we're doing. And when you look at a guy like Ty Johnson, like at the time, I'm thinking this guy sucks, get him off the team. But what was really going on is he wasn't being held to account.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like coaching matters. The guy's got talent. He's got to be penned in. You gotta, make sure that
he went to Buffalo and they found out how to do it. They figured it out. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, look at that. Bad sack. Took a sack there.
Who was it?
It was who's that guy? Horo. The names that these guys come up with. It's like if you have a really hard to pronounce name, you're gonna make the NFL. So Jeremy Cravat.
Yeah. Right, there you go. Yeah, Arroyo. All right, here we go. Walker, look at that. Oh yeah, they were all over him.
Yeah.
So Larry Romano does not like the female owner on the sideline. He says a female owner on the sideline, oomph. He said that'll end badly. Well, again, like, look, she owns the team. Right. So, you could say what you want about that. Little screen pass. Wow. He gets out of it. Look at that. Ooh, a lot of nice moves there. I hate the fucking Patriots. Come on, Falcons. 4th and goal. All right. Well, they held him. Good defense. So she owns the team. So that's one thing. If she's going to be an owner, you'd rather her know what's going on. It's like this, Larry. Let me point something out to everybody. And I was just talking about this recently, so forgive me if I'm saying something you heard before. But here, I want to point something out about the New York Jets. Do you realize the kick is up and it is good? So the Patriots lead goes from 21 to 24 to 14. So they're now up by 10. So here, I want to point something out. That the Jets are an $8.4 billion football team. That's what they're supposed to be. Okay. The Johnsons are part owners in the stadium. They have their facilities in Florham Park. They're $8.4 billion. They are the 4th most valuable team in the entire NFL. All while losing. All while having a terrible product. It's like opening a hamburger stand, making sure that your hamburgers are the worst in the entire town. Or top 3 worst. Maybe every now and then somebody makes a worse hamburger this day, but you're always in that.
You got to add something, but you're the only one that legally allowed to take food stamps that you get turned into money. So it doesn't matter that they're bad. You're still going to make a lot of money.
So you're still right. So you're, no matter what, you still make money. So you don't care about your product because it sells. But I want to point something out about this. The Jets are the 4th most valuable team in the entire league. What we do is we play football. There is no one in the organization, no one, that if we need to hire a head coach or a general manager, an $8.4 billion operation, there's nobody in the organization that knows how to hire the staff to run the organization, to run the actual product. So it's like owning your hamburger stand. You're the worst in town, and you don't know how to, like, so if your cook quits or if he sucks or whatever, you don't even know how to hire the next cook. That's your organization. We are a fucking football team. $8.4 billion it's worth. And there's nobody in there. We have a president of football operations. You have a vice president of football operations. None of these guys, if you say, hey, we need to hire a general manager, they would look at you and go, what do you want from me? There's nobody here that can do it. Think about that. How negligent that really is. And we as fans are sitting here hoping that the choices that they make are going to somehow get us to a place where we can walk proudly among the colors of other NFL fans. They're walking around with a red, white, and blue Patriots thing, or a fucking purple, white Ravens thing, or a black and gold Steelers, and they're walking around proudly. And we have to walk around hoping that the choices that our collective is making are going to enable us to walk proudly among those people. And there's no fucking way, because they don't even have anybody in the organization that can hire somebody to actually produce the product. Every time we do it, we have to hire somebody else. Think about that. So when you have an owner that's on the field fucking taking notes, vagina or penis, I really don't give a shit that they have either one, testicles or ovaries, brother. I don't give a fuck. The fact that she's on the field and actually gives a shit enough to actually try to learn what this business is about, I applaud her. Woody Johnson could give 2 shits. He just pretends to know. He doesn't know anything. He actually said in front of 100 reporters last year, not even a year ago, dude, he said thinking is overrated. He actually said that. Thinking's overrated. And here we are. Hey, we released a new fucking jersey. Go buy it. Yum, 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 yum. That's us. She
doesn't meddle, as far as I know. Nobody said that. She doesn't acknowledge, or all she does is take notes on what they're saying to each other, what plays are being called. And one of the things she said was, a lot of times they sell you a story. He goes, over the years, they'll blame this. Oh, it was because someone, and it's not true. So she wants to know what the play was. So she wants to know what they were supposed to do, who was accountable for what, so she could hold people accountable. So right. She would know. So she would know who knows what they're doing, who doesn't know what they're doing. It's a multi-billion-dollar team that she just inherited with her siblings, and she wants to take care of it. And the one thing about that family, the Isri family, is they want to win, desperately want to win.
Right.
Like, they really care. They could sell it and be rich the rest of their lives. It's not they have endless money. They could have everything you ever want. There's not enough. There's nothing anymore. No more money is going to help them get anything more than they already have. They want to win. That's all they want. They want to, in the city of Indianapolis, they want to bring home a Super Bowl.
Right.
That's the kind of ownership you need.
And that's the kind, right. We should applaud it, Larry. You know what I mean? Like, applaud it. I hear what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. But we should applaud it. They actually give a shit enough to want to know, like, what do you do? He only cares about walking around like the big cheese. That's all he cares about.
Right. And what you don't do as an owner is you don't go up to a quarterback who you paid nothing to get, you invested nothing in, who came into a game, played well for you, got his ribs broken because you didn't block for him, played with broken ribs, and then go up to him and tell him he sucks. That's what you don't do as an owner.
Right. Think about that. That's what our owner does. Like, dude, make no mistake. We have, if not the worst, a bottom 5 owner.
Oh, easy.
He's terrible. And if you want to look, if you want to know what the problem is with this place, look no further. And then when a guy like Robert Saleh, who's like fucking snapped out of it, he's like, whoof, and he's back in San Francisco with a fucking actual organization from the top down that cares about winning, like the actual job. Like they, it's like he woke up and he's like, oh my God, I just woke up from a fucking nightmare. A nightmare. He's over here and we're calling him names and the staff is, like I said, like the press is airing his fucking personal phone calls. And think about it, dude. He looked like he was dying here.
Oh my God.
See those pictures at the end? He looked gaunt.
The final team presser at the end of the 23 season.
Oh yeah.
Shoulders were drooped down and it was hard to watch. It was that bad. It was hard to watch.
He had no answers. And here we are looking to him for answers. He's like, I got nothing. It's like when Joe Douglas, who said it? Somebody, maybe Ulbricht, somebody, when Woody Johnson flew into practice that day on his fucking helicopter, he looked over and said, I'm getting fired. See you later. Remember? Last year, the Joe Douglas thing. He said, yeah, that's it.
I've never seen such an openly anti-female sexist person in my life.
Larry?
Yeah, he's literally saying he's a bad owner, but he's a man. I can't believe that I'm seeing that.
Why not? That's it. Nothing wrong with it. That's what I mean. That's a lot of people. Let me tell you something. I had the last organization that I worked for. So the CEO was a man, but the entire leadership group were women. Every single one of them, from the COO to the CMO, the CFO, the head of HR, they were all women, all of them. There was not a single man in the group. Again, the CEO, the owner, was a man and his son, but everybody else was women. And I watched, dude, Jeremy, I watched guys, because I was at the executive director level. So I'm running my facility. And so there were 10 facilities. So there are 10 EDs. And I watched other men have such difficulty taking directives just because they were a woman. Yeah. I mean, I watched it every day. They would have this. Wait, hold on. Here we go. Look at this fucking return. I'm seeing that a lot more. Do you see again, Jeremy? They pulled the back of the shirt. I saw it all over the Jets game. If you look at Breece Hall's runs and stuff, they're there's all these runs are ripping the shirt or the. What is that?
I don't know.
Something else hanging? Why is that? It's the past month or so. I've been seeing it every single game. That's an interception. Does he get it? Oh, that's a pick. That's a pick, everybody. But anyway, just to finish my stupid thought, I watched guys the woman would say, hey, I need you to do this. And I would watch men have issue with it. There's nothing wrong with the directive. But just because it's a woman telling a man what to do, dude, I'm telling you, I watched it. There was no reason for their battle. I would just be like, dude, why just fucking do? No, I don't need to be told. Blah, blah, blah. All because I'm telling you, there's millions of men. They have that exact issue.
They cannot take. Yeah, they cannot.
They can't do it.
Yeah.
They can't do it. Now, whether so it's not inherently hilarious. Inherently meant that. Well, that's because you made it. That you're giving it power, though, Larry. It's not inherently emasculating. It's emasculating because you've given it the power to emasculate. That's all it is. Just fucking do it. If she has the position above you, the fuck. Then work harder and get the position above her. You know what I mean? It's her own fucking fault.
Right. She's where she is.
That's a serious problem, Larry. I mean, maybe not for you. I'm just saying in general, if that's your mindset going in, like if the fact that somebody is a woman and that to you, if they're going to give you that's inherently emasculating, that's a major problem that doesn't need to exist. It only exists because you've given it the power to exist. Now, let's just talk about Woody Johnson. I'm not so convinced that he isn't a woman. Let's talk about that conspiracy theory. Woody Johnson, man, woman, who knows?
We don't know. We're not sure.
Does anybody really know? So, yeah, Robert Sal, looking like Todd Bowles. Todd Bowles left here, went back to being, where was he? I forget where he was. But then when Bruce Arians got the job in Tampa, he hired Todd Bowles to be the defensive coordinator. And then literally he built a Super Bowl team with the greatest quarterback of all time and gift wrapped it, put a bow on it, and slid it across the table to Todd Bowles.
It's like a slit it.
I mean, who the fuck gets a better situation than that?
Yeah.
Penix, pass out to the right side. A little screen, wide receiver screen does not work. Met by a brick wall at the line of scrimmage. Incel says, let's not forget Woody's buddy Jaime. Well, Jaime is the businessman. So who's now he's in trouble for he's in trouble for sexual misconduct. Isn't that good? But he's the guy, dude. The reason it's because he's the guy, like he's the president of football operations, I think is his title, right? Director of football operations. He doesn't know shit about football. He knows about business. So again, like in Selenon, when they sit down at the board meeting, at the quarterly or whatever, when they talk about the numbers, Woody's elated. Jaime's done a fucking great job. Again, they've taken one of the worst products in the entire NFL and they've flipped it into being the fourth most valuable franchise in the NFL. Dude, that is quite the job. He's knocking it out of the park. As far as the business side, knocking it out of the park. Dude, they just fucking raised ticket prices again. Are we going to pay it? I'm not fucking buying season tickets. You know what I mean? So that doesn't impact me. I'm not a season ticket holder. And I never was in my name. I bought season tickets off the same guy for like 6 years or whatever it was. I bought 4 tickets when they were back in Giant Stadium. So I technically was a season ticket holder, but they were never mine. So it doesn't impact me. But all you guys that are actual season ticket holders, I would be livid. Like they just raised them 15% again, Jeremy. Can you believe that shit?
It's unbelievable. And, a lot of people, like, there were people saying, like, why hasn't he been fired? We've sucked. He has nothing to do with that. His job is what he's doing really well. The team is really valuable. He's milking the fans. He's figuring out how much he can raise the prices and get them to still pay for it. He's still he's doing a great job for what his job is. His job is like the marketing, to sell tickets, to, he has to hire, the people that clean the stadium or whatever, make the contracts with the food vendors and the food concessions. It's not football related, but you still need somebody to run the organization. There's more than just football related things. It's a business, right? Somebody has to sign the contract with who's going to sell hot dogs in your stadium, who's going to sell the beer. Like somebody has to make those contracts and do all of that stuff. That's what he does. You know, so that's the business side of any business, of any, you know, organization. So, but now even he managed to do something in the media to embarrass us.
That's right. Even him, because he's up there and they're telling him how great he is and blah, blah, blah. And he says, oh, I can do whatever I want.
Something happened in the Panthers-Packers game.
What
saying, I don't know. Someone's saying, please tell me somebody saw what happened. So let me try to figure out what happened.
Tell me the Panthers are winning. That's all I care about. Oh, Larry. Last comment on this, Larry. Let me point out. So if you don't mind, you can't be emasculated unless emasculated is one of two things. The physical emasculation. Oh, there you go. Penix for the first down. So it's got a minute left in the third here. This isn't, dude, this game, they can get in the end zone here. This is absolutely a game, man. The Falcons can take this, man. Let's do it, Falcons. So they're at the 23-yard line of the Pats right now. So emasculation in the literal sense is to detesticleize a male, right? So to literally take their testicles away. So that's not happening here, right? The other version of emasculation is a feeling, okay? A feeling. So in order to be emasculated, hold on, hands the ball off to Algier, I believe, gets it around the edge. I thought he was going to make a little bit more. Gets about 4 there. I thought he was going to go for like 8, 9, 12. That's what I thought. But emasculation is a feeling, the feeling of your power being taken away. Unless your power is literally being taken away. So otherwise, emasculation to be emasculated is a choice. I have never been emasculated, and I've had female bosses.
Me too. I mean, one of the best principals I ever worked for. Top school, one of the top elementary schools in California. Learned a ton from her. She was amazing. Great leader. Everybody, she got the best out of everybody. Yeah. It's like, I don't, you know, like
your career went up, right? Like to be then there's somebody else who's emasculated by that, and their career, you know what I mean? Then they're miserable, and their career doesn't go anywhere because they're fighting. Again, emasculation is a choice. It's a feeling.
I think it makes Larry less of a man. I think he's very. I think that's like. I'm sorry. I think that makes you very insecure. Like,
yeah, well, I agree. I think it definitely makes you insecure.
Question your own masculinity.
Correct.
If you can't let a woman lead you, that's because you have something that
just because she's a woman. Yeah, that's
right. You're afraid. You're afraid. You're fearful because you're so terrified that, oh, what is it going to mean? If you're confident in yourself as a man, you have no problem taking orders.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now that's what it is. So, anyway, that's enough of that. But again, emasculation is a feeling. So anyway, if you feel that way, it's on you. It's not on someone else to not be emasculated. It's like, you know what I mean? But anyway. Yeah. So what happened in the game? 2 of the best bosses I ever had exactly. Doesn't matter. Like that's what we're getting, you know, like if you're caught up in that in your life, like that's, I don't know, that's the wrong place to be caught.
I don't know what happens that would makes that happen. Like to somebody. I don't honestly don't.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Somebody, you know, we all have our history and our reasons and all that. Well, my father's that way, you know, maybe not, I shouldn't say him, but like I grew up with a lot of like Italians, you know what I mean? Italian men. So like their opinion, their dynamic is one that like men do this and women do this. So if a woman steps out of that, then it means that I'm less of a man. If I let that happen, that, you know, all the other Italian hairy chested backed men are going to say this about me, blah, blah, blah. Or you could just go, who fucking gives a shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who cares? Anyway, so what happened in the game? Did you find out what happened in the past game?
There was a touchdown and an unsportsmanlike penalty. So
what's the score? You know what? Let me read this comment and go through the scores for me today, if you wouldn't mind, Jeremy. Ryan Gosling for Halloween. I like that. I actually feel emasculated by the Jets. Every L, an embarrassing moment, makes me stronger. Unkillable, Greenberg. Well, yeah, I know. If anybody's emasculating us, it's the fucking Jets, and we come back for more every week. You want to talk about taking our power away? Holy shit. All right, Penix with a little flip, almost drops it. You got to turn this into something, buddy.
The 49ers are up on the Giants 20.
John Robinson. All right, sorry, go on.
The 49ers are up on the Giants 20-10. The Bengals just scored a touchdown. Higgins, his second touchdown of the game, and they went up 27-24 over the Bears in the third quarter with 5 minutes left. The Vikings just scored a touchdown, going up 24-14 over Detroit, and that touchdown came from a McCarthy rush. He ran for 9 yards.
He's got 2 in the air and 1 on the ground.
Yeah, so he's 3.
Look at this guy, huh? What a day! Look at this guy.
The Packers are trailing the Panthers by 7. They're down 13-6. The Panthers just recently scored a touchdown. There was an unsportsmanlike penalty that I think that's something we're going to be interested in seeing later because some people were pointing it out. The Chargers are up 20-17 on the Titans. So they came back. They took the lead. They now have first and goal at the 1 yard line. They just scored a touchdown. They are now up 26-17 and going for the extra point. So they're about to go up 10 on the Titans. The Falcons.
Titans, you fucking losers.
The Falcons are the team we're watching. They're about to kick a field goal, which will put them within scoring range. They'll only be down a touchdown if they make this.
Let's watch it. 38-yard attempt. Pick is up. It looks good, Jeremy. So they are now. It's a 1-score game here in the Atlanta game. All right, go on.
And the Steelers are just scored a touchdown. So they now are who got it? Warren rushed for his second touchdown of the game, 2-yard rush. They're about to go up. They're 23. They're about to go up 24-7 on the Colts. So the Colts are
getting beat up by the Steelers.
Up in Pittsburgh. Man. The Texans are up 15-7 on the Broncos. Bo Nix is 7 of 19. That's 36% completion percentage for only 81 yards. He only has 4.3 yards per attempt. He does have a touchdown with an interception, a quarterback rating of 46.2. So not a good day for Bo Nix. Meanwhile, David Mills is in the game for a concussed C.J. Stroud. And Mills is 11 of 16. He has taken a couple of sacks, but 103 yards, 6.4 per attempt. He's actually playing quite well. They're up 15-7. There's 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. A lot of time to go in that one. And that's your recap.
There you go. So everything going the opposite way than what we want. Nothing ever works for the Jets fan. That's that much I'm sure on. All right, Larry, coward. What are you talking about? Do you realize that, again, Larry, this is the last thing I'm saying on this. Do you realize that if you're in a position where somebody can emasculate you, that is literally the position of cowardice? Do you understand that? Like if you're in a position where you are unaffected by that, you move through the world, you could not care less. That is not cowardice. That is the exact opposite. That is strength. A coward is impacted by the actions of others. So like if you're this, then that means I'm this. That's cowardice. Cowardice is being afraid that if a woman is in charge, then that means something about myself. That's the position of cowardice. So again, I don't want to attack you. I don't know why you're somehow attacking me. I don't know what that all is. We disagree. That's fine. But again, facts are facts. Feelings are not facts. To be emasculated is a feeling. It's not a fact. Unless you make it a fact. So again, feelings are not facts. Jeremy can tell you this. He's a therapist now. Feelings, as a matter of fact, with this, when you carve up the brain from emotional to logic, when you are in the emotional side, logic cannot be present. So emotions have no logic. So when you're basing your decisions on an emotion, like being afraid that a woman is telling you what to do, you are no longer logical. They don't work together. Again, but we'll get our feeling, we'll get angry now, and we'll get more feelings, which makes us less logical, but we feel more powerful, so we feel more right when we're more wrong. That's the problem with everything, Larry. We're getting into societal problems now. The whole problem is that everybody's thinking emotionally, and there is no logic when you're emotional.
All I try to do all day is help my clients take a breath and relax and make life decisions without emotion. Like, that's all I do all day. Take a breath, find coping skills, relax. Don't make any decisions until you are in the front part of your brain, until it is your
analytical
part. Get the emotional part out, because the emotional part of your brain, when that's in charge and you make decisions, that's where the trouble starts.
That's right. So anyway, yeah, I mean, look, you can feel any way you want to feel, but that doesn't make it right. It doesn't make, and let me say this too. Just because something is right for me doesn't mean that my shit, my morals, my values apply to you. Like, Jeremy could have a distinctly different moral compass than I do. As long as we don't believe, as long as one of them isn't hurting other people, then who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? Like, the idea that everybody's supposed to think like me, that's a problem, dude. That's a problem. And as a matter of fact, is not what this country is all about. We're supposed to be able to allow each other to have different thoughts. Like, you could value dinner at 6 o'clock. I could fucking not give two shits about it. And neither one of us are right or wrong. See what I did there, Jeremy?
Yes.
You could like apples, and I think apples are just the worst. It doesn't mean that you're wrong because you eat apples.
And by the way, he's saying something else that's wrong right now. He's saying when a woman controls you, working for a woman is not her controlling me. I can quit. I quit a job. I worked for a different woman that I didn't like, who wasn't a good leader, and I quit. That's what you do. You quit. They don't control you. You're right. You quit. But there are women that are good leaders that I'm happy to follow. And the belief that a woman can't lead is just sexist and ignorant.
Yeah,
and stupid.
it's silly. It's silliness.
It's offensive. It's offensive. I'm offended for the women.
You want to get offended. It's just right. It's like, stupid. It's silly.
There are smart women that have accomplished great things in our world.
And let me tell you something about being offended, not to attack you, but just in general. Being offended is also a feeling.
Of course.
It's a feeling. So, like, again, if I'm offended, I can choose not to. I could tell somebody, hey, what you're saying hurts my feelings. And they could say, look, I don't give a shit that I'm hurting your feelings. Or they could say, hey, I'm really sorry. I didn't realize that. I won't continue on that line because they care about your feelings. So then you could know right away, this person cares about my feelings. I'll continue to commune with them. Or they've now told me that they don't care about how I feel. So I now have information that I can base my future decisions on. Unlike with the Jets, like, they hurt my feelings constantly. And I'm still here. Drake made back the pass.
Yes.
Jesus Christmas. Come on, Falcons.
He's really good. Wow.
Jesus.
Wow. To Duncan, who you read this. That's more important.
What are you saying? What's your Duncan?
Well, Duncan didn't know that I left education, and
Duncan, all right, we'll get right to that. I'll let you flesh that out. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he no longer does that.
I'm a therapist now, Duncan.
He's no longer a math professor. No skills checking in. What's up, buddy? Thanks for the support, man. Do we overestimate players' intrinsic motivation? Guys like Quinnen, G5 know they can break records. Rookies, etc., fight for roster spots, but average vet like Uzoma, Cisco, make them do push-ups, Mr. Head Coach. Well, yeah, look, I think it depends, right? So there's two sides to that, no skills. There are coaches, organizations that don't give two shits about where you are in your career. So look, you're 8 years in the league, so that means that nobody can tell you what, that kind of a thing. And they will treat everybody the same. And there are guys that don't need the push, right? Like, you hear the saying, first in, first out. I can't tell you how many times somebody says, oh, he's the first guy here and he's the last guy to leave. Well, that can't be true for everybody, right? Somebody has to be the level. Drake May running around the right side, avoids the sack, gets a few yards out of it, Jeremy. I don't like this Drake May guy. I'm sick of him. I'm sick of this guy.
Unfortunately, he's going to be a problem for us for a while to come.
Yeah. I know it sucks. And we got to have somebody that can hang with him, dude. You know, this idea, like, look, we already got Josh Allen in this. We had Tom Brady for fucking 20 years, and now we got Josh Allen, and this Drake May kid in his second year is looking like he just might have a career ahead of him. We have to have somebody that can hang. It's like when they had Marino, we had O'Brien for a little while. Now, Marino obviously was the better of the two, but for those couple years, we could hang. Like, you got to be able to go into these battles and have your guy, and they win some and you win some, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But for so many years, we just have this revolving door. It's time to have the guy, and you put all resources into emboldening him. But yeah, so with no skills. So the other thing is, like, if you have a guy, like some guys are going to be, you do not need to coach them per se, as far as discipline and all that kind of shit. But most guys, as far as the team, dude, they all need motivation. Everybody's going to need at times a kick in the ass. Everybody. And coaches that are afraid to do that, they're never going to go anywhere. They're pussies, you know? And when things are great, they'll do great. Like Saleh, when he's the most animated, vocal, blah, blah, when we're doing well, when we're scoring a touchdown or they get an interception, Saleh can't be contained. He's, but when we're bad, he stands on the sideline. He has no answers. He stands there stoically staring into fucking outer space. He's got no answers. I am of the school of thought that when things are bad, that's when you should be working the most. That's when you should be in your players' ears trying to figure out what's going on, motivating them, finding solutions. Saleh doesn't do that. Saleh's a fucking cheerleader. That's what he is. And he's successful and he's really good at defense, and he'll get another head coaching job. He's going to get a head coaching job this year. You'll see. He's going to get a head coach offer this offseason. You watch.
He almost got one from Jacksonville. He came within one. By the way, I just have to say this because it's funny to me. The second you said we need a quarterback that can hang with May, that can hang around with him, out of nowhere, he hasn't tweeted in 30 minutes. He hasn't put anything in the chat. In comes Tony the GM to remind us that Aller is better than May. Book it.
Yeah. I don't know, Tony. I mean, I don't know. You might be.
He was missing for 40 minutes and he came in 10 seconds.
That's funny. I know. We know you like him, and that's fine, right? But it's like, I don't know, man. Is he the greatest quarterback? Like, really, I want you to answer this. Do you think he's the greatest quarterback in like the past 20, like the last 20 years or something like that? Like, what is it?
He says generational.
Generational.
No, he feels that Drew Aller is a generational quarterback.
I wonder what it is about him.
He just loves because he makes every throw. Like I sat with him and watched film. Like he showed me. It's true. The one thing it's true, I'm not denying it. Like that, I know he does the work. He's putting the time in. He watches every play, and I'm telling it is. He leaves out the fact that he also misses a lot of easy passes. There's a lot of inconsistency. He's made bad decisions in big games and big moments, but it cannot be argued. There's film of him making NFL level throws, lots of them, all over the field, different kind of throws. Like there's a lot of talent there too.
Yeah, I just don't. Let's see. He says last 5 years he has 50 big time throws on film. Yeah, so like you're saying, I don't know, hey, you like him.
He likes him. It's his guy.
That's your guy. It sucks. That really does suck no matter how you slice it. The fucking poor kid, like in his senior year, he gets hurt like that.
How terrible. Terrible way to end your college career.
Terrible. It's the worst. I don't care who you are. Like that's not what you want to see. For he's going, this is what these kids, they work their asses off to get to this level. And this is like, you're at the culmination of all of it to like have that last shot, to put your stamp on your college career, which is the final piece to, your Pop Warner, PAL, Pee Wee football to high school to all the stuff. And when you're able to put the bow on it and make your final statement, you get knocked out for the season. It just sucks. And like he's losing, more than likely going to lose millions of dollars on the front end. Now, whatever he's able to do with it, If he can, become something and earn his second contract and all that stuff, that's great. But I know Tony's saying what he's saying, but I think it's probably unlikely that he ends up being a first-round pick. More than likely. He's going to end up being somewhere in the mid. Somebody will take a flyer on him. It all depends on where his injury is. I'd be happy for him. If he ends up being a first-round pick anyway, I'd be happy for him because that sucks, dude. There's just no way to put sugar on it. It sucks,
Just some updates. The Giants scored a touchdown, so they're down 27-17. Jackson Dart got in on a 6-yard run. So he's got some legs on him too, the kid. The Bengals lost the lead that they had taken before. The Bears are now up 31-27. Some running back I never heard of did like a 22-yard touchdown run to help them take the lead. So the Bears are up 31-27 on the Bengals' terrible defense. The Vikings have the ball at their own 26 and the lead at the end of the third quarter on the Lions, 24-17. Still a lot of football to play there. The Panthers now have the balls on their own 24-yard line. They're up 13-6 on the Packers. And I think everything else pretty much has stayed the same. Everything else has stayed the same.
Nice. Okay. What's up, Liam? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, look at that. Kansas City 5-3. Remember when they were 0-2 and everybody's like, the Chiefs are done? Like, no, they're not. No, they're not. What happened here? They called a fucking flag on that? Do you see that? Ridiculous, dude.
Are you ahead of me or behind me? Well, because
I don't know. They were just showing like a replay. No, they were showing like the replay.
I got
right, Penix handing the ball off. Go, cut it. Go, buddy.
Run, little guy.
I'll tell you what, Bijan Robinson, I don't know, dude. I watched him another game too, and I was unimpressed. I don't know. I don't know about him.
He doesn't have that powerful downhill feel.
He looks to me, the impression that I get, and again, I don't watch him every game, so it's sample sizes. But it's not the first time. I feel like he lacks the vision that he's touted to have. Like, right. I find him to be indecisive. Like, just fucking go. There's the hole. Go. And he does a lot of, like, I don't know. I just see it all the time. And now I'm, like, rooting for him, and it's frustrating. Penix back to pass. Tosses that rock. What a catch. You see that?
That was a hell of a catch.
Dude, amazing catch.
Look at him.
There he goes, Bijan Robinson with the great hands. I'll tell you that. Look at this.
That was a great catch.
And with his forearm while the defensive back is grabbing his elbow. Look at this.
Yeah, that's a man's catch.
And then he keeps going. He says, hey, I'm going to take you for a ride, too, to the tune of 6 more yards, baby.
Randy.
So, look, he's got 28 rushing yards.
47 receiving.
Yeah, and that was after that 16. So the guy's having a pedestrian day when I need him to be great.
Good block.
Make that block. Look at this. Tossing it down the field.
Wow, what a catch.
That's right. So you can't be afraid. You got to fucking go get it, Drake London. Oh, I hurt myself.
Hey, Dad, you hurt me.
Oh, I hate how guys, every time there's a fucking big play on somebody, they pretend they're hurt. I can't stand it. Bunch of fucking softies, man. Get up. Be a man. You know what I mean?
What a catch. That's a hell of a catch.
I mean, that guy's elbow landed in his throat. So maybe this is not the best instance to being a man. Look at his elbow. It lands right in his throat, Jeremy. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh.
Take that. How's your esophageal passageway?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
The Giants, by the way, who had thought they may have gotten back in the game, it took 3 plays for the 49ers to get into the red zone and are threatening to score again.
The Giants?
Yeah, the New York Giants are now about to give up more points, it looks like. Man,
what happened there? What was the flag on that play, though, Jeremy? I'm nervous. I want Drake London's pass to be complete.
We'll see. I'm hoping it's not offensive pass interference, but it doesn't look like it. He didn't do anything wrong at all.
No.
I didn't see any contact from him.
Hold on.
The Bears have.
I know. See, and the announcer's saying it. He goes, so look at this. So on that play, Gonzalez is hurt. They have a rookie coming in, and they have Drake London on the bench. He's like, why don't you have Drake London right now? Go fucking pick on that guy, but they're not going to do it. So that's what great teams, dude, you can just tell. Like when you're watching a great team versus a shitty team, a great team knows right now their starting cornerback is hurt. So where should you go right now? Right at the kid coming off the fucking bench, running in. And what do? They run the ball instead. No. You change it and you go Drake London right now on top of that kid's fucking face. That's what great teams do. And these like the Falcons, they're never gonna be like, they could compete and stuff, but they're never winning nothing. This team ain't winning shit. You know what I mean? And everybody knows that.
That was another great catch. Well, look at this catch Robinson just made. And I'm only saying it not because of it was a very short pass, but look at the speed he threw it. He like fired it.
Hey guys, let's cool it with all the religious biblical stuff, right? Yeah. Like guys, if you guys want to go have a biblical Bible meeting, you guys can go and somewhere else. Like keep it, just keep it, let's stop. No religion, no politics. Let's cut it out.
Remember from Ghostbusters?
Love you guys, and doesn't even matter. I might even be aligned with you. We don't want to do that. Let's cool it.
Remember Ghostbusters?
Talk about fucking food, Jeremy's eating disorder, or football, or stuff like that. We don't want to talk.
Or Ghostbusters, when they said if you shut off that machine, there's going to be damage of biblical proportion, and the mayor said, "What does he mean biblical?" I didn't understand. Remember Ghostbusters? That funny.
Yeah, but I don't remember that. I remember
they're in the office discussing not shutting them down. Don't shut off the machine that's holding all the ghosts. And he goes, there'll be damage of biblical proportions. And the mayor, the only thing he knew to say was, what does he mean by biblical?
And he goes, dogs and cats living together.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. Dead accurate.
Dogs and cats living together.
Go ahead, Green Bean. Tell him about the Twinkie.
Wait, the Twinkie?
Tell him about the Twinkie. That was the best line. By the way, I gotta address Phil Adams.
Drake London, dude. All right, go ahead. What do you say?
Phil Adams was talking about McDonald's serving up food. They sell tons of it, and look what they're serving up. I want to qualify that for a second. Yes, it's disgusting and gross and unhealthy in all that sense, and they're selling garbage or whatever. But let's not confuse ourselves. A double cheeseburger from McDonald's while you're eating it, and the moment you're eating it, is delicious.
Oh, yeah. Make no mistake. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. It's a cocktail to destroy your fucking brain, dude. It's like it's sugar, it's salt, it's fats. You know what I mean? It's everything. Your brain goes, oh my God.
Tell them about the Twinkie. That was my favorite line. I love that movie, Ghostbusters, man. That was
a good one.
That was a great movie. Bill Murray running out of that library in the beginning. The way he was running.
I don't. That part of it didn't stick out. Penix back to pass. Throw it. Oh my God! Almost intercepted, you fool. Come on, Penix. Did I not end the poll? I never ended the poll. Holy shit.
Oh
my God. I thought I ended it hours ago. All right, let's see what you guys said. All right, here we go.
49ers touchdown.
All right, here we go.
Blown out.
So I asked you guys earlier. I meant to end this. I thought I ended it when we were talking about it before. I said I'm going to keep it up for another minute, and here we are 2 hours later. Are you reinvigorated and excited for the 2025 Jets season? So here's what they said, Jeremy. At 200 votes. So we got another 100 votes by leaving it up there, which is nice. Just riding the wave and having fun, 47%. So we've kind of lost this mentality of giving a shit about every single, whatever happens, 47% said that. 30% are pumped and they want to win out, Jeremy. Penix back to pass.
Oof.
Penix, dude, they're not going to get the touchdown, Jeremy.
We'll
They
see.
need to get it.
One more shot. He's got one.
I know,
more
but they should have fucking been running. Like, what are you doing, dude? Stupid high percentage play, like low percentage plays.
I hate
these offensive coordinators, dude. They're just morons.
If you're going to throw it to the corner like that, it's got to be Drake London.
Yeah.
It's got to. If you're going to
like a fade. You know, yeah, man. Like, I don't know what they're doing. They overthink everything. They make it like it's this high tense. We got to do no, just fucking play football. Penix, naked fucking bootleg around the right side. Get him to get you 6 yards. Here comes the heat.
Oh,
that's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. Drake London's a badass, dude.
Wow. I thought that
Drake London is a badass.
And didn't I say in the last play, throw it to Drake London? That's what I said.
That's what you said. All right. So this game, if they kick this point after, is about to be tied up, baby. I love it. All right. So here we go. So 30% of you guys said you're pumped and you think we're going to win out. You're ready for it. 14%, Jeremy, said we're ruining the tank right now. That's all we're doing, ruining the tank. And 9% fire AG. This is bullshit. Wow. This one win. What is one win against the worst defense in the league prove? I'm with it too. I can see all sides of it. He didn't fucking make it. Dude, what an asshole.
Oh, my God, he missed it.
Tell me the NFL's not rigged.
Oh.
What's the spread on this game, Jeremy? Find me the spread.
I'll try to find it. This game is New England -5.
New England is given 5.
Oh.
Dude, what a loser. You have one fucking job. One. I can't take it. These kickers.
Oh, it looks like Denver scored a touchdown because that game is tied up at 15. Bo Nix threw his second touchdown. Tony D won't have an explanation from that.
What do you mean? What happened?
Well, he says that Bo Nix is not draftable. He can't be an NFL quarterback. Meanwhile, he just threw his second touchdown of the game. He threw a touchdown to R.J. Harvey for 27-yard touchdown. The 2-point conversion was converted because Bo Nix passed to Tony Franklin. So it's 15-15. They're all tied up. The Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans.
Wow.
And that game is taking place in Houston. So those fans there aren't too happy. They were in a good position to win, and now they're fighting for their lives. 11 minutes to go, all tied up.
Incredible. What an amazing thing. What an amazing. I'm going to get some of these scores up here, NFL. I want to stare at it. Because it's weird. Like when you say the scores, they don't necessarily register to me. Like it takes me a minute. I have to like really see. So the Niners are just, they're shellacking the Giants. The Giants got no business. The Titans, though, got 257. Then the Chargers got the ball. 27-20, Jeremy.
Yeah.
The Vikings.
This game is as tight as can be, though. So.
Yeah, I can't believe that loser just missed the fucking extra point. That's going to be the game.
That could be it. But it could also give them the motivation that instead of protecting, like trying to be all defensive and give up, easy points to the Patriots, maybe they're now hungry and playing aggressive to get the ball back.
If that's what they need. But I hear you. But you know what I mean?
I'm reaching.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean when I say that, right?
Of course. Yeah, of course. So the Steelers are just beating up on the Colts. So that whole thing sucks. I hate the Steelers. The Broncos and Texans tied up now, 15-15. Whatever happened with CJ Stroud? Did we find out anything on him, guys? Get him. There you go. Good open field tackle on the special teams. That was good. The Bears and Bengals. The Bears are beating up on the Bengals. 34-27. Still got a lot of time, and the Bengals got the ball.
4th and 5.
Rub.
4th and 5 on the Minnesota 19 for the Lions, down by a touchdown with 8 minutes to go. Do they kick the field goal or do they go for it is the question.
All right, defense. So they're running the ball up the middle. Oh, man. Good. All right. There you go. See that? Did you see that hit, Jeremy?
Yes.
And he did. Look at him. He literally was chopping his legs, the defensive back.
That's a man.
That's right.
I could really use a Sam Laporte touchdown right now.
Oh, yeah. A.J. Terrell, good open field tackle there. Okay, so it's 2nd and 6.
Oh, bad pass.
Yeah, bad pass. Good. So it's 3rd and 6, everybody. Come on, Falcons. 3:46 here. Fuck you, Vrabel, you piece of garbage. Yeah, Bradigan. What's up, buddy? He missed. I can't believe it. So the Falcons are down by 1 because look at a whole team fought and clawed and kicked and screamed and fight and it all comes down to this little 5'6" kicker goes and misses.
3rd and 6, big play here. Big play.
Big play. Come on, Falcons. Send the heat, Ulbricht. Send the heat, Ulbricht. Here goes. Oh, he did it. Dude, what a play by the defensive end. What a play, dude. Got his hand up.
Unbelievable play.
Hit him in the elbow. You see that? Look at this.
Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, boom. What a play.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Jalen Walker, dude.
So now it's 4th and 6, and they're going to have to punt, I would think.
Oh, yeah. Got it.
They're going to have to punt. Okay. Packers just scored a touchdown. Now they're down 13-12, but they got to go for the extra point, or they can go for the 2 points and try to win.
Run, dude.
Josh
Run.
James. Run, little man.
Hey, that's a tackle out of bounds. Throw that flag.
Where's the flag? That's what they're saying. Where's the flag?
They should. No, they really should have, man. Yeah, all right. Jalen Walker, he's their 1st-round pick this year. Comes up big, dude.
Wow, Minnesota on 4th and 5 committed a neutral zone infraction, giving Detroit the 1st down. So now it's 1st and 10 at the Minnesota 14. Huge penalty.
How much time's left in that game?
That game's 7:52. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. Let's go, Lions. All right, here we go. Look at this. Bijan Robinson showing all the vision. Showing such great vision. I always say that about him.
You love that guy. You could.
Yeah. Higher John Gruden says 'twas the case of vaginitis, Green Bay. That's always the case. It's always the culprit. How do I really feel? I know. Screw that guy, Nary. Screw him, dude. Hands the ball off. Good block. Gets the 1st.
1st down.
Let's go, Falcons.
That's 68 yards to go to get pay dirt.
Well, they only got to get a field goal, dude.
Yes, but they must do it if there's 4 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, man.
Go for that field goal.
Yeah. But now, do you trust this piece of shit kicker that you got?
Oh, that's right. He's a piece of shit. That's why you want to score a touchdown. We're calling this poor guy a piece of shit.
I know, and he kicked one earlier, but no, this guy ruined it, man. It'd be a tie game. But right now, you'd want to score anyway. All right, come on, Penix. Oh, delay a game. Oh, no, it's going to be a false start or something. Legal shift. Hold on, I'm going to go pee-pee.
False start. You go pee-pee. So we got a false start. on the Falcons. That was Jake Matthews. I expect better from him.
I do
like
expect
Matthews.
better.
A lot better from him. The Lions, 2nd and 14. They're still in the red zone trying to catch up against the Vikings. Chargers are up 27-20 on the Titans with the ball. 3rd and 1. The minute and 55 left. They're trying to just get another score just to put that game away, put it out of reach. And in our game, we're about to snap the ball. He's in shotgun. 2:22 on the clock, 1st and 15. Penix looking. He's looking. He takes off out of the pocket. Then he throws it across on the sideline to Drake London, who is just a phenomenal wide receiver, man.
Dude,
he's really coming to his own.
He's legit. Look how wide open he was. What is that? I want to watch Drake London. What does he do there?
Jackson Dart throws and I'm going to say this, a garbage time touchdown to make it 34-24 in favor of San Francisco. But he's padding his stats and getting Connor Hughes all excited. Connor Hughes is like the biggest Jackson Dart fan.
Is he? He's like a Dart homer.
He's like a groupie who follows him
right
around.
at the 50-yard line. Here comes the heat, Penix. Smartly. Okay, everybody was covered. I'll be right back. Keep time.
I don't know what's going on in that Detroit game. Oh, 3rd and 9. Okay. It was a timeout. So it's 7:48. I don't know why they call the timeout. Now it's 3rd and 9 now. Vikings, the Lions are having a really hard time in the red zone today. And right now. They're making this like freaking getting your wisdom tooth pulled. The Panthers have the ball 2nd and 8 at their own 31 with 2 minutes to go. So the Packers are trying to stop them so they can get the ball back and try to put the game away. Otherwise, maybe the Panthers will find a way. Oh, that was a really good defensive play, it looks like, but there's a flag. I think Penix wants it to be offsides, but he doesn't look happy. So we got to see what the referees say. So we have a flag in this game that we're watching, and I don't know what it's going to be yet. It looks like they're saying intentional grounding. That is very damaging. Very, very damaging. So we got the oh my God. Yeah, you're grounding. That's really a bad penalty to take at the 50-yard line. I mean, they were at the 50-yard line. He does intentional grounding. He was not out. It's a good call. He wasn't outside the hash marks. And right away, the protection broke down. He just threw the ball down into the ground. That's literally the definition of intentional grounding. So now it is 3rd and 20. So not a good situation. 3rd and 20. We'll have to see what happens. You know, I mean, you just need a penalty for an automatic first down. They can also get into field goal range with like a 15-yard reception, right? Or something. I don't know. He drops back. He throws he almost throws an interception. That was a terrible pass. And now it's 4th and 20. That was an absolute disastrous pass by Penix. That's almost makes you want to say, hey, Tony, the GM, you don't know what you're talking about. But this is me being a wise guy. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. It's 4th and 20. I don't know. I don't. It looks like they're gonna punt it. I don't know how you do that. I mean, I guess they have 2 timeouts, but it's 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go. So I guess technically they can get the ball back because there's the 2-minute warning as well. But man, that's really messed up. But I mean, it's 3rd and 20. So what are you gonna do? I say you throw it up there and you try to get a pass interference call. I think you have a better chance of getting it that way than what they just did. So they punted the ball, and now New England has the ball at the 18-yard line. The Falcon guy, because they're at the 18-yard line, is doing some weird celebration. It's like, you idiot. You're down by a point. There's 2 minutes to go, and they have the ball, and you're doing some clown shit. See, that's what I mean about, do you care about your team and the situation that your team is in, or do you care about yourself as an individual because you managed to make a tackle, which is your job? See, that's what bothers me. I don't like to see that as a fan. Like you're sitting there doing a clown show. It's like, dude, you're down right now. Like, just get up, like, act like you've been there. You made a tackle. Now get off the field. Like, you know what I mean? You're supposed to care about your team. So I don't know. Blocked punt, Minnesota. Let me check that out. Thanks for letting me know. So Minnesota blocked the punt, and now they are at the Detroit 21. So they're up by a touchdown with 6 minutes to go, and they blocked the punt. Wow. So they got the ball, 2nd and 5. It's looking really good for the Vikings. Looks like Detroit's going to take the L here. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh is 1st and goal. Cincinnati won. They're up by a touchdown. 5 minutes to go in the game. And, they're about to go up by another touchdown if they score here. So the Colts are in the red zone. 2nd and goal at the Pittsburgh 4-yard line. They're down by 17, though, so that game is pretty much over no matter what happens. The Texans, with 8 minutes to go, have 4th and 2. They're on their own 44-yard line. With 8 minutes to go in the game, they're probably going to punt because if you go for it and you don't get it, you're basically giving the Broncos ridiculous field position. So I think they have to punt the ball. I'm actually – you're a TU? What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. The Patriots have the ball 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line with 1:53 to go. So the Falcons need to do, obviously, a 1-2-3 and out and get the ball back. That's what needs to happen. So we'll see if they're able to do that. The Vikings are in the red zone now. 1st and 10 at the Detroit 15-yard line. The Bears scored the touchdown and kicked the extra point. They're up 41-27. The way they scored the touchdown is DJ Moore, the wide receiver, rushed for a 17-yard touchdown. That's very important for me because I have DJ Moore in one of my fantasy teams, and that really helped me probably. I haven't looked at my fantasy team. I haven't checked in, but I got to assume a 17-yard touchdown scamper was very beneficial to my cause. Looks like the Panthers have the ball at the Green Bay 31-yard line with 40 seconds left in the game in a tied 13-13 game. So the Panthers have a chance to beat the Packers, which would be a pretty big upset in Green Bay. That's a pretty big upset. That might take some people out of my Survivor League. Some people may have taken them, and that might help me. The Colts kick the extra point. And here we go. It's 2nd and 7 now. So Atlanta held New England to 3 yards on that rush. It's 1:48 to go. They just used another timeout. They only have one left. Again, if New England gets a first down, the game is over. It's 2nd and 7.
Wait, what happened?
The New England has the ball.
Yeah, but what happened? When I left, the Falcons had it.
They punted.
Oh, they suck. You can't punt it.
It looks like they stopped them now right here. So now it's going to be 3rd and 5, I want to say. So it's going to be 3rd and 5. If they stop them, they're going to have to punt, and we're going to get the ball back. The problem is they just used their final timeout, so there's going to be some time issue for sure. But they only need a field goal. Let's remember they only need a field goal, and we all know that now it's the 65-yard field goal is not a big deal NFL. Except their kicker just missed an extra point. So there's that.
I can't believe this loser.
What else is going on in the league?
3rd and 5, Jeremy.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 5. This is it. This is a big play.
This is it. This is the game.
They may actually try to pass, but if they do and they throw an incomplete pass, not good. No piano.
They are passing it.
They're passing, and
Easy
it's deflected a little,
down.
but they get the first down, and the game is over.
That's it.
That's it. That's the ball game. So New
That's
England
ball game.
This will be the Patriots game. They won. Do you switch games?
So the design of today was to not be upset at all. Have a nice day. Yet somehow I'm unhappy.
You found a way to get yourself upset.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not, real upset, of course, but man.
I think the most interesting game to watch right now would be the Texans-Broncos. It's 15 up, 6 minutes to go in the game. The Panthers, if you want to jump over there, there's 1 second left in the game, and they're at the Green Bay 31, so they're probably going for a field goal to try to win the game. So let me try to actually get to that.
There's 2 seconds left in the Panthers game.
Right, they're about to go for the game-winning field goal. Otherwise,
I love it. Let's go Panthers.
Yeah, so let's do that. It's always interesting to see Green Bay with their whole Micah Parsons thing, Super Bowl contender thing, lose games they're not supposed to lose. So here's Ryan Fitzgerald. He's about to go for a field goal to win the game against the Panthers and pull off the upset. And the Panthers are having a surprisingly good year. It is a 49-yard field goal attempt. That used to be considered a tough one, Green Bay.
That was long.
Yeah.
Now they're like, 62, nothing.
It's like an extra point now. 49 yards. It's like an extra point.
Dude, the Patriots are 7-2, everybody. Think about that.
Yeah.
7-2.
It's wild. The Bengals are trying to catch up against the Bears. The Bengals trying to pull within a touchdown, and then they're going to have to pull off a miracle. So
49-yard attempt. Here it goes, Jeremy.
This is it. Does he make it?
For all the marbles, the Carolina Panthers. It is going to be good.
That's it.
Yeah.
Upset the Packers. Upset
5-4.
Micah Parsons. What happened? So the Green Bay now falls to 5-2-1. And Carolina is now 5-4, which is amazing to me. Amazing.
Yep. And they suck, and we're supposed to be better than them. But we're not. They are 5-4, dude. We are 1-7. I just want to make sure everybody remembers that. And that's good news.
I'm gonna turn over to the Broncos Texans 15.
Yeah, let's do Broncos. So what happened with CJ Stroud? Do we know?
Concussion.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Concussion.
So they have Davis Mills.
Now, as we switch to this 15-15 game, I'm going to take a laboratory break.
There you go. All right, man. And it's a touchback. Wow. So the Pats win. That sucks. That ruins our game, our day. Now we got the Bills starting up in a little while. See what you guys are saying in the chat. Steelers fumble. But what's the score in that game? Isn't it like that game's over, right? Yeah. I can't fucking believe the Pats, guys. Yep, and Celadon. All right. Bo Nick's little dump off there. Harvey gets a little bit. But yeah, man, meanwhile, the Jets can't have a winning season in over a decade, and the Pats are already good again. Yeah, dude.
Crazy.
Think about this. The last time the Jets were good, our big, like the last game that meant anything that we won. Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, Pats were still in their heyday. That's how long ago it really was. We have not played a real game of consequence and won. Yeah, 2015 had some important games, and that was a fun year, and we were 10-6. But man, when it was all when we needed to, we lost and didn't even make the playoffs that year. But it's crazy, dude. Like we haven't played a fucking like a meaningful game that meant anything and won since Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were still the Pats. The Pats have gone through 2 coaches and myriad quarterbacks. What, 5 quarterbacks? You know, Bailey Zappi, Mac Jones. Maybe not that many, 3 or 4.
Cam Newton after Brady left.
Cam Newton. So like 4 quarterbacks. And the Jets haven't even had a single winning season since. It's crazy.
So we got the Bengals.
That's a helmet to helmet, though. They're going to call him.
Bengals are second down and goal from the 5-yard line. They got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in that game with 3 timeouts. They're trying to score a touchdown, and then they're going to have to get the ball back against the Bears.
The Bengals?
Yeah, they're desperately trying to get back in it against the Bears. They got They got 2nd down and 5 from the goal. On goal.
Yeah, they're done. They're not. You know what I mean?
If they were to score this touchdown, they would have to stop the Bears and then make a miracle. Yeah. So it's not impossible. We've seen teams do it, but we did it against Cleveland a couple of years ago. Remember?
Well, but that was in the day of onside kicks meant something.
Yeah. Now you have to announce them. You have to announce. We're going to do an onside kick. How stupid when they voted for that.
It's the worst.
Oh, how'd you do that feature? I love that feature where you could show.
See that?
Yeah, I don't know how to do
you
that.
can do different things now, though, too. Look, so you can do
interception.
Joe
Flacco threw an interception.
Of course. So that game's a wrap. Bo Nix complete.
Bo Nix. This is the supposed undraftable quarterback by Tony the GM. Looks pretty draftable to me.
He's draftable. Well, I tell you what, giving him Sean Payton too, man. Sean Payton's, he's another Kyle Shanahan. Like when you talk about these coaches, there are guys that know what to do.
He can make any quarterback look functional.
Yeah, because it's not that hard. Like once they get to this tier, once they get to this level, dude, like if you just look at what their skill set is and just play within that, dude, it's not that hard. The Jets are morons. We have hired the complete dregs. I want to point something else out to you guys. Do you guys notice? I want everybody to listen up for a second, okay? Everybody, put your fucking cheese doodles down for a second. Lick your disgustingly orange-coated fingers. All right? Get all the thick crust off, and I want you to hear. I want to point something out. Whenever the Jets, we need a head coach. I already told you, nobody in our organization, $8.4 billion operation, even knows what to do. We have all these people and all this fucking money and all this infrastructure, and we still have nobody on staff that can hire anybody. Okay, that aside, do you realize that whoever we hire, the Jets have not hired the guy who was we like to hire rookies, rookie coaches, rookie defensive coordinator, rookie whatever. Do you realize that we haven't hired the guy who was the offensive coordinator for the Super Bowl winner? We haven't done that ever. We've always hired number 2, number 4. Look, we just hired the defensive coordinator of the team that got bounced in the divisional round of the playoffs. Not even a team that made it to the Super Bowl. Think about that, Jeremy. So we hired, Grant, this was Aaron Glenn. It was a whole different thing. But I'm just to point out, we hired the guy who was 4th, 8th, his team. You know what I mean? So they didn't even make it anywhere of relevance. Robert Saleh, when we hired him, they just lost the Super Bowl. And I think, they lost the Super Bowl the year before. What was their record in 2020? Hold on a second. 49ers 2020. Let's see.
This is huge. 1st and 10, 48-yard line.
Oh, think about but Jeremy, I'm making a fucking point here.
No, go ahead. I'm just filling you in.
Yeah, hold on. Look at this. Bo Nix, he's running, he's stumbling, he's falling on his fucking face like a loser. Okay. So think about this. The 49ers lost the Super Bowl in 2019. Then they were 6-10 in 2020.
Jimmy got hurt.
It doesn't matter. My point is, then when we went to hire a new coach, where did we go? We hired the defensive coordinator of a 6-10 team who lost the Super Bowl 2 years ago. That's our guy. Do you realize? You see what I'm saying? Like when we look at it and we go, oh, what happened? I'll tell you what fucking happened. I could tell you from the word go. The people we're interviewing are losers from the word go. We've never interviewed. Like even back, dude, like Adam Gase just fucking fired from the Miami Dolphins because he's a complete scumbag. He was 9-7 and they still fucking fired him because he's that much of a shitbag. Todd Bowles, they just lost the Super Bowl. He was the team that lost. Why not interview the team that won? The last time we did that was Rex Ryan. I believe the Ravens won the Super Bowl that year. So at least we got the defensive coordinator of the team that won, Jeremy. You know what I mean? But before him, Eric Mangini, another one. They didn't win the Super Bowl that year. Before him, Herm Edwards. Herm Edwards was not even a defensive coordinator. He was a defensive backs coach.
That's right. This is interesting. It's 3rd and 8 right now. This is really interesting. If they don't get it, it's going to be really interesting because they have to punt the ball to Houston, I think, and give them a chance. Like, this is a huge play, this 3rd and 8 right now. Huge play. Tremendous play. Now we find out, can Bo Nix make a play when he really has to? This is like there's no running. He has to make a play right now. It's 3rd and 8. All the pressure is on him. Bo Nix has got to make a play. Let's see what he does. He's got a great coach.
Look at that guy. Stupid beard.
He drops back. He's on the pressure right away, running for his life. Throws it on the run. No. 4th and 8.
4th and 8.
And it stops the clock. So it's a minute 21. Houston has got 2 timeouts, I believe. Plenty of time. Plenty of time for Houston to get the ball back and get into field goal range. A minute 20 with 2 timeouts. But they don't have CJ Stroud.
Wait, what?
I said they're going to have plenty of time, a minute and 20 with 2 timeouts, but they don't have CJ Stroud. That's what we have.
They got Davis Mills. Okay.
Davis Mills, who was
this is going into overtime, this game.
Yeah. Davis Mills, who didn't have a horrible rookie year starting and has been a very good backup quarterback type guy. Like, something we've always wanted. Where you get, you draft the guy and he's just a solid backup quarterback for the rest of the next 10 years.
Last time we did that, Kellen Clemens. We drafted Kellen Clemens in 2006 in the 2nd round, and he stayed around. I think he was here till 2011, 2012. So he made it, 5 years, 6 years as our backup.
I got to say, Tony Alexio, that was not Bo Nix's fault. He was like, as soon as they snapped the ball, there was a guy running through it.
He was running. He snapped the ball and took off.
The fact that he even tried to make a play out of it, you cannot blame that.
Harlan wants to know if the Jets' power rankings go up this week. I mean, I think they might. I mean, I don't know, man. Power rankings. Have you thought about Harlan? Have you put much stock in? Where are we in the power rankings? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I haven't thought of that.
Well, we still got to be 30. We got to be last. Come on. We got to be last. Maybe. I don't know.
Let's see. NFL power rank. I always love that power ranking.
Oh, maybe we passed the Saints. Maybe we jumped over the Saints.
Let's see.
No, I don't think Bo Nix is very good. I think he's in a great situation. I think if Bo Nix was a Jet, he would be terrible, and we all know it. We'd already be screaming bust.
Yeah, well, it's all about the coaches, man. You know, who do we have that can, for these last bunch of years, we would have taken that coach or taken that kid and given him to Downing, Hackett, and fucking Calabrese.
3rd and 6, and he throws a crappy pass, and now they will punt the ball
They're
back.
punting it. Look at this madness. Chaos.
They only took 20 seconds off the clock and went 3 garbage plays. And now the Broncos get another chance. And if they're smart, they throw it down the sideline to Sutton.
Ron Trezuzzi says, hey, dude, your blood pressure's going up. This is supposed to be a bye week, man. What are you doing? I know I'm getting all pumped up over ideas.
This doesn't matter much to us, right? I mean, who cares? Who cares about the winner of Houston, Denver?
Yeah, Harlan saying they were respected coaches, but doesn't matter. Everybody in the NFL is respected. You know what I mean? Like, who's not if they're not, then they're not really there. Pretty much everybody's a respected coach. But what I'm talking about, I don't care about their respect, Harlan. I'm talking about actual production. We haven't hired a coach that was like the guy in forever. Now, just this last cycle, it's like, well, nobody wanted to come here. Well, that's a fucking red flag, man. Something's got to change around here. Think about it. You have one of 32 head coaching or general manager position, and you have people saying they don't want it. That is bad. I'm about to pay you $5-6 million a year to be the leader of one of 32 teams in the NFL. And you're like, no, thanks. Think about that.
The Bengals have not given up yet. Stubborn as they are. They went for the 2-point conversion and got it. They are now down by 6 points with 1:43 to go. So they have to kick off to the Bears with only 1:43 to go. But it looks like they have no timeouts. It's over. What are they doing? They have to do an onside.
So they got to kick the ball off right now? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah. They just scored a touchdown, but they have no timeout, so it's an onside kick. They have to do an onside kick. They're down to an onside kick.
So think about the power rankings, number 1 and number 2, Bo Nix back to pass. He was loading up, but he said, you know what? There's just too much real estate here. I'm taking it. Look at this. Giant play, they say. So the power rankings, number 1 and number 2. Number 1 was Detroit. They lost today. Number 2 was the Colts. They lost today.
Oh, Bo Nix is running. Big run for Bo Nix. I think he got him in field goal range.
How behind are you? I was just yelling and screaming about it.
I was watching the replay of it.
Why you make me sad? All right.
I was because I'm following the other games for us.
Yeah. So Bo Nix, he loaded up, man, and then he just saw it. It was like 30 yards in front of him. Who lives? Hands the ball off.
Dobbins.
He's running 9 yards. Dobbins.
I think it's their other guy, not Dobbins.
No, that was Dobbins.
That's Dobbins. Dobbins. It makes me think like like Harry Potter. The elf.
Yeah, totally.
Harry Potter, I run for you.
I have Dobbins on my fantasy team. So what did he get me today?
So do I. Yeah.
5.3.
Yeah, but that was
dickhead.
I know. We need him to get a touchdown for us. Is what we need.
Yes.
Break one and score a touchdown. Harry Potter.
Mm-hmm. Dobby.
Dobby is so sorry.
Mm-hmm.
gave me a sock. I'm free.
You gave me a sock.
A sock. Dobbin is free. They are in field goal range. So now it's just one.
Oh, yeah, on the 26-yard line. Denver, he's handing the ball off. He's skiddly-doo. He gets the first.
Yeah, skiddly-doo. How are you?
I think they should pass it now to the end zone. Real risky play. That's what I think. Bijan Robinson. Oh, no. Wait, hold on.
Don't put it past Sean Payton to want to put the game away with the touchdown.
I know.
That's what winning coaches do.
Well, you could put the game away.
Wait a second.
This is the fourth quarter still.
The Bengals got the onside kick, I think.
No way.
They have the ball. The Bengals have the ball. Down by 6, minute 42 to go.
You're lying.
I'm not lying. The Bengals have the ball. It's 2nd and 10 right now at the Cincinnati 43. They must have gotten the onside kick. Yeah, Tony, the GM, said it. Cincinnati recovered. Oh, I can't show my face because
So that was a kickoff return for a touchdown for Cincinnati? Is that what happened?
No, they scored. They just Chicago kicked off and Charlie returned the kickoff for a 98-yard touchdown. Now that was the first touchdown of the game.
Bo Nix getting all the way to the 14-yard line or whatever it is.
Yeah, they won.
Denver's not necessarily.
Yeah, that's true. He can shank it.
Oh, yeah. We watched a guy do that in a previous game.
T. Higgins, 12-yard gain. So it's now, oh, my God. So T. Higgins for a 23-yard gain now. And now they are at the Bears' 22-yard line. I can't believe it. They might pull this off. We should put that game on.
Oh, I know. These fucking Bears fans. I know. We got to watch that. I'm going to do that.
Oh, Higgins.
I'm going over to the Bengals game, everybody.
Okay, I'll stay here just to see how Lutz does on the field goal attempt.
Hold on. Let's see. I got this Bengals game is Crazy Town, USA.
Lutz. I'll tell you what's going on with Lutz. I can't believe the Bengals got the 2 points and now they're driving. That's crazy.
That's nuts.
Higgins is going to win the week for me from fantasy.
Well, how many points does he have?
He has 122 yards receiving and 2 touchdowns. That's going to really help me out a lot.
Zach Taylor, dude. Look at this guy. Everybody's like, oh, he's going to get fired this year. I'm like, yeah, I don't know if they would fire him, dude. He's a damn good coach.
Field goal is good. The game is over. The Broncos.
Oh, the Broncos win. Look at that. Broncos beat. Who are they playing?
The Houston
Texans. So what's the Texans record, Jeremy?
They're 3-5 now. They just dropped to 3-5.
And the Broncos are what?
I think 6-2 now or something.
6-3.
6-2. Let me see.
6-3.
They were 6-2, so now they're going to be
7-2. Wow.
7-2.
Flacco back to pass, gets it off. Look at this. First down. Oh, the guy leaping. Holy shit. What a crazy play.
Flag.
Is he not allowed to jump like that, maybe?
I don't know. All I know is there's only one game left, early game left, and we're watching it. And AbLab Studios, by the way, has a super chat.
AbLab, what's he doing?
He's a good guy, AbLab.
Let's see what AbLab's talking about. What's up, dude? If Aaron Glenn has to lose, that I want Ben Johnson to lose too, right? Don't know what the logic, but yeah, I know. Well, we were talking about that earlier, AbLab. Like we root against. It's like with Aaron Rodgers. Like it serves us no purpose right now for him to suck or whatever. I want him to suck. It's like all ego shit. But I'm with you. If Aaron Glenn's losing, I want Ben Johnson to lose. So right, I'm going against the Bears.
The Bears.
I totally get it, man. You don't even have to explain yourself. I totally get it.
The Bears are using their timeouts now.
The Bears are 4-3 though already.
Yeah,
they're doing well. They have a quarterback though too. You got Caleb, last year's #1 overall draft pick.
Yeah, and he's got a good coach.
That's right. Well, he looks all right. He's hot and cold, but he'll get it.
Flacco 448 yards. That can't be for today.
Flacco?
Right?
Oh yeah, he's not fucking around. He's got 32 career game-winning drives.
Well, you got Chase and Higgins. Find one of them.
All right, here we go.
And he does touchdown.
And he does. Look at that.
Who is
T.
that?
Higgins.
That's T. Higgins?
I think so.
No, that's Isovius.
Oh.
That's Isovis or whatever. So now it's tied 41-41. They still have to kick the extra point.
Joe Flacco, dude. We thought he was a corpse. And once again, it's just like you see it. That's just how bad we were. Our offensive brain trust at the time was so bad. We made everybody look like garbage. Joe Flacco sucked. We couldn't wait to get rid of him. Look at him. Aaron Rodgers sucks. Can't wait to get rid of him. Look at him. Sam Darnold, fucking Gino, just goes on and on and on and on. The only one who doesn't make anything of himself is fucking Zach Wilson, because guess what? He just sucked. And I tried to tell everybody before the draft. Nobody listened, Ablab.
Chicago has 54 seconds left and one timeout.
Dude, the fucking Bengals. I thought we should have put a pin in this an hour ago. I'm like, dude, come on with these Bengals.
Oh no, the edge for the Niners, Mikael Williams, the guy who was their first pick in the end of the first round. The edge that we all liked. He might have an ACL tear. I hate shit like that, man.
Yeah, I hate it too.
Freaking rookie year. Come on.
But at least for him, he already made his millions of dollars. He at least got that initial somebody like Alar, he's still in the college side. Yeah, so I feel bad for him either way. But it's like, getting your contract signed, you got that protect. Like, no matter how you slice it, all of his work paid off. He's a multi-millionaire. You know what I mean?
If Alar slips out of the first round, if he doesn't go first round, if he doesn't find a way to work himself back in from the combine, then he has to earn it, like in a second contract. He has to find, he has to get an opportunity. He's got to play well. He's got to get a real contract.
Yeah, I mean, if he ends up being the second round, you still make some money, some good money. But there's that, like, look, if he was going to be like, let's say Tony the GM is right, and if he played this year, he's a top 3 pick, let's just say. Dude, that's big time money.
Yeah, big time.
Here come the Bears. Oh, upended.
50
seconds left. Here comes Caleb. Can he Joe Flacco this joint?
It's about $36 million, right? I mean, it's $9-10 million a year if you go top 10.
Yeah, Liam Riordan. It's like, Flacco turning back the clock. Tell me about it, man.
Do you remember when we first brought Flacco in and he was just standing there as the third string quarterback and they were making a joke out of it? Like, he thought he'd play. And he was just now look at him. He's playing 3 years later.
Yeah, he wasn't good enough for us. We had to have fucking Tim Boyle. Look at Caleb. He's lost in the sauce. But I'm with Ablab. I'm now rooting for Ben Johnson to lose.
You're not allowed to have success.
That's right. E-Boogie checking in. Hate to see every former Jets quarterback win with another. I know, E-Boogie, isn't it so frustrating, dude? Like, our players are all over the fucking world. Every single one of them, except for Zach. Every one of them is a rousing success. These teams love him. Dude, they're going to extend Aaron Rodgers in Pittsburgh. He's going to play 3, 4, 5 more years. You'll see. He wasn't good enough for us.
Williams. He got deflected.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's lost.
He's lost. But you see the difference? Like, even like Drake May to him, like Drake May, he's calm. Like, there's a frenetic energy about Caleb Williams. He's like, and that's like what we see a lot of. That's what we saw with Zach too. It's like, as soon as the ball snapped, there's like this freneticism. It's like, everything's so tense. Drake May, he just calm. Joe Flacco's calm.
Does it take away from our victory a little and our offensive performance last week that the Bears just put 41 up against the Bengals?
No, it doesn't put anything. It doesn't say anything.
So I'm just saying.
Bears
Like,
have a fucking quarterback and some wide receiver. They got Romo Dunze.
no,
Look
I'm
at
just
this kid. Look at him running.
I'm just saying. Apparently, everyone scores against the Bengals.
Well, yeah, we knew that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't think it's a surprise. I hear what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, but it's not a surprise. It's not like it changes anything. We knew it going in. We knew it during. It doesn't matter. You know, it's like we did it. And that was what's important.
So Cairo Santos is loosening up. He's the kicker for the Bears. His career long is 55 yards.
Not anymore. You'll see. All they got to do is get him within 65.
They're there pretty much, almost, I think. They need one more play.
If Aaron Glenn would have given Joe or Nick Folk that chance in the what game was that? The game prior to the one we won.
Can you imagine if the Bears kick a game-winning field goal right now? The Bengals just lost last
After all that craziness.
They just lost to the Jets. They're gonna be so upset.
Again, the Bears are 4-3. They're not schleps.
No, they're not at all. They got a good head coach, apparently.
All right, here you go. Caleb Williams back to pass.
Oh, wow. Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, look at this.
Look at this touchdown.
Loveland, the fucking rookie, dude.
Loveland, the rookie.
Lab. Look at that, Bears fans. Holy shit. They were watching their lives melt. Their hopes melt.
The
Bengals 2 weeks in a row.
The Bengals fans, man.
That's all right, Bengals. You still got 17 seconds.
You never know. Wow. What a touchdown pass that was. Well, I mean, it was a pass, and then the tight end, because of the collision, it was just craziness. Oh, he's not letting go. Oh, they just had to tell Loveland to get on the field. He was celebrating. He forgot that they're going for a 2-point conversion.
Hey, butthole.
This game's not over. The coach, he was pissed. He's like, the game's not over, you dumbass. Get up.
Yeah.
We got to go for two.
I'll tell you what, seeing the rookie pull that off, like, again, you guys have heard me say it for years, and why I love tight ends and the type of tight end I like. He is 6'5", 260 fucking pounds or so. There is no good reason that he should go down when a guy that's $190 tries to tackle him. You know what I mean? Yeah. Get off me. It's like a sixth grader running around with third graders. He doesn't need to go down. And you saw it. They bounced off him.
Incomplete pass. So the Bengals will have a chance to win the game because they're down by 5 with 17 seconds. If I was them, I would throw. They have a guy on their team. His name is Jamal Chase. I probably would try to throw the ball to him.
Jamal Chase.
Jamal Chase. If you're Jeremy.
Look at that. I love it, dude. Just the fact, like, just again, I don't, whatever. But look at this. Look at his tight end. He's like, boom, boom. Fuck off.
Boom, boom.
I'm 6'5", 260 pounds. You had better bring a lunch. And that's what I say. Like, if my tight end is 260, 6'5", and he's getting tackled easily by guys that are $185, 200 pounds, dude, I'm cutting him. I'm going to sit him down and say, do you not? It's like a Zach Kuntz. You sit down with him and you go, are you not aware that you are 260 pounds of solid muscle? You're 6'5". Are you not aware that you can out jump every single defensive back out there? Are you not aware that those guys should be bouncing off you like fucking pinball bumpers? Are you not aware of that? Because if you're not, I need you to go. I'm not wasting any more time with you. You better be aware and use it. And you saw Loveland, dude. That's what I want. Like fucking Jeremy Rucker, dude. Like, what do you, dude? You're 258 fucking pounds, man.
Yeah.
All right, let's see these power rankings again. Kansas City's in number 3rd spot. The Green Bay Packers are in the 4th spot. They lost today, too.
The Bills.
The Eagles, they won this week, right? They won. They played on Thursday night? Didn't they?
No. Who played on
Thursday night? Oh, that was the Dolphins-Ravens.
Yeah.
Let me see. All right, so Joe Flacco back to pass, tossing it deep, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Intercepted, but out of bounds.
Out of bounds. That was the Bills scored a touchdown. They're up 7-0 on the Chiefs.
All right, we'll switch over there next. We got to see what happens here. I'll hang out for a little while. I got to record the podcast and do all that shit. But I'll hang out for a little while. I mean, if you want to jump off?
I'm gonna wait till after this game, probably, and then I'll a couple of minutes just to recap.
Yeah. All right, here we go. 10 seconds left. Joe Flacco back to pass. He's running. Joe Flacco's got wheels.
Oh, that was Chase.
Oh, my God. They get the ball off. 4 seconds left to Jamar Chase. About a 13-yard gain or so, Jeremy.
Yeah, the question is, are they in his throwing range of the end zone?
This is where an old decrepit arm comes into play.
An old decrepit arm.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you may even decide if you have a backup quarterback with a stronger arm to just let him come in and throw it.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, he's like, can he throw it 55 yards? He should be able to. Right? He's an NFL quarterback. Oh.
Ryan Gosling has a really great point. I'll die on the hill that Zach would have been incredible if he was good at football.
Oh, Flacco does have a big arm.
Flacco.
There he goes. He throws it deep.
And it's a duck.
Very short.
Very short. Yeah, it got loose on his release. You saw it right from the release. It wasn't a crisp. So the Bengals with a valiant hour-long comeback dashed on the rocks of a Loveland touchdown from Caleb the last minute. Holy shit.
Wild.
Holy macaroni, everybody. Wow. All right. Well, there's that one. So let's look at the Bills real quick. The Bills. Wait a minute here. The Bills are playing the Chiefs?
Yes. The Bills are playing the Chiefs.
Wow.
And
I got Patrick Mahomes. What?
They're up 7-0.
The Bills are?
The Bills are up.
We got to root for the Chiefs.
Revenge. Oh, it's hard to root for the Chiefs. These little.
It's not too hard when they're playing the Bills.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck the Bills.
Fuck the Bills. The Bills. The Bills.
Is Brownlee still on the Chiefs?
I think so. The wide receiver?
Yeah.
I think so. Last time I checked.
Wow. Crazy.
Bowers, 1 reception, 4 yards.
E-Boogie says Flacco's inner jet came out at the end there. Mahomes looks off. Come on, dude. You're my fantasy quarterback. I need you to snap out of it here, buddy.
Snap out of it.
Let's go. Oh, all right. So 5 minutes of this game we'll hang out for. If you guys don't forget to hit the like button if you're here. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We've been hanging out all day. It feels like it's 9 p.m. at night to me. It's not. It's like, it's weird. The 1 o'clock games I feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's super late.
Yeah.
All right. What's going on over here? Josh Allen already has 6.08 points in fantasy on the old sleeper app, everybody. Josh Allen already taking control of this piece. I hate him. I hate him right in his face, Jeremy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really do. I hate Josh Allen. I hate that everything that we do sucks. And everything that everybody else does around us doesn't. That's what I hate the most. So the Chiefs already have to punt. Like the one game that I'll watch of like the Chiefs, like I don't like to watch the Chiefs. The one game I watch of theirs, they're gonna be shitty because it's the fucking Bills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate it. So I'll remind you guys about Sleeper. I know you guys don't. You guys are as knowledgeable as anybody out there. I know that. But the sleep app, I got to talk to you about. I told you earlier about what I did with my team today. Look, I still got a fifth. Oh, no, I went down to 49% chance to win. This is crazy because they see Patrick Mahomes. He looks like Dookie. So but I was able to do so much using this app today. And look, Jamar Chase, he did 14 points. That's pretty good. But I needed more. I needed some more from these guys. But all the stats that I was able to carve up my team today to respond to the day's games, all because of the information available on the Sleeper app. I want to remind you guys, you can join all new timers, first time downloading the app. You can get a free $20 entry to move around. No deposit necessary. That's their gift from Sleeper to you. If you want to check it out. Once you like the app, once you're in there, you're looking around and you like it, you got to use the promo code GREENBEAN to get yourself a match up to $100 of your initial deposit. So that $100 that you put down will turn into $2 real quick using the promo code GREENBEAN. And you see, guys, I made it easy for you. I put the link right in the description of this video. It's right in the top. First thing you'll see. Click on that link, takes you right there. Get your match, your $100 match, courtesy of the great people at Sleeper. And don't forget, guys, terms and conditions apply. Make sure you know what you're doing. Read up. Make sure you're knowledgeable. You make these decisions. Thank you to Sleeper for hanging out with us today. What a great thing. What a great idea. Fantasy football. Can you imagine, Jeremy? Remember there was a time when we didn't even know what fantasy football was.
I know. All I had was like my football sheets where you pick 4 games, put $5 down and try to win $50 or $40.
Yeah.
That's all I had.
You did, right. You bet. You did. You called. I had a phone number. I'd call and go, hey, 50 times on the Jets.
Yeah, I got into that a little later with that, but I used to play the sheets because it was less money. Like $5, I didn't have a lot back.
Yeah, the sheets. I remember the sheets. It's so crazy, dude.
Yeah, you picked 4 games and you were convinced that you were going to win. Oh, all that's got to happen is these 4 games and I win all this money.
All this money, and you never win.
You never win.
Crazy.
Ooh, that was almost an interception. Got to hold on to that, Cook.
I know come on, Chiefs. Look at you. What are you crying to? Just catch the ball. I want to hear it. I want to hear these whiners, Jeremy.
Oh, that 4th down though. I think it's.
Look at these Halloween overlay. What is this? Halloween. Look at this, Jeremy. Look at this.
Oh wow, cool.
Ooh, look at this one.
So let's see what's going on.
We got the monkeys, the pumpkins.
The Chiefs, even though that was 4th down, so the Chiefs got the ball at their own.
Nice. Got the old turnover on downs. Look at this one, Jeremy. This is scary, spooky. Spooky. Look at you. What do you think of our screen here, Jeremy?
I like it. Poor Tucker Kraft. Green Bay tight ends. Having an amazing year. Torn ACL.
Oh.
Season over.
Hey, nothing will ever feel like Aaron Rodgers running out with the American flag in his hand on a Monday Night Football opening day. And then 4 plays later, he's Achilles. Nothing will ever, I don't think any injury other than something life-threatening, I don't think any injury in NFL history will match that. The hoopla, the lead-in, the build-up to that. And he runs out at night and AC/DC, thunder, and he's running out with the American flag, and oh my God, and all the green wristbands are fucking lighting up the state, and then 4 plays. 4 plays, Jeremy. He's out for the year.
It's unbelievable.
It's fucking unbelievable.
Man, if he just would have thrown that ball sooner.
I know.
It was right there. Just throw it to Garrett. He was right there.
It was right there. I don't know what he was looking for.
Rose. You had your WR1 running across the field open, and it was an 8-yard flick. Just flick it to him. You did it a million times in your career. And for some reason, he just froze like a statue.
Because he's on the Jets. That's what it is, dude. I am fully embracing the idea that it's us.
Yeah. It's hard to argue.
It's nobody. It doesn't matter. It's nobody's fault. You can say Aaron Glenn sucks, this, that, the other thing. It ain't him. It's not him, everybody. It's somebody else. It's us.
I'll tell you what, that Cincinnati Bengals head coach, he's going to be fired.
Zach Taylor, why? Why is he fired?
I just think they're going to fire him.
Why? The fans fucking led them back. It was an amazing comeback.
I know. I just got a feeling. I think he's on the hot seat, and they keep losing games. But we'll see. Maybe he could turn it around. But the fans,
his fucking fault. The 3 defensive guys that converged on the tight end couldn't figure out how to bring him down.
I know. I'm not saying it. He's better than any.
Not his fault.
Oh, he's better and more accomplished than any coach we've had in a long time.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he was cut loose, there'd be a lot of fans, and maybe rightfully so, for the Jets saying, do what New England did, 1 and done, fire your coach. Because now, if you can get him, bring him in. Offensive minded coach with experience.
Yep, with experience.
Right.
Would he never would.
Right. And imagine then you take a guy like Mendoza, and now you have Zach. Now you're set. But yeah.
Now
he would never do it. He would never do it.
And then you make a little trade for one of his receivers, maybe a T. Higgins. Never. We don't have the balls like that. Like I was talking about earlier, that conversation we were having. It's like, not playing a guy that you just paid, even though the other guy's better. Like we don't do that. That's not who we are. We're a team that will suck forever because we're afraid. We don't know how to do that.
Yeah.
What other things? Let's see these. Look
Devontae Adams just caught a touchdown pass from Matthews.
Of course. Why not? Why not? Hey, E-Boogie, why not throw Devontae Adams in the mix? Let him fucking have a party.
Patrick Mahomes takes off. Gets crushed. Squambled. Flag. And, of course, Mahomes gets up and points to Bosa.
That's right. How dare you touch me? You're not allowed to touch me.
Oh, it looks like a holding against Bosa.
Oh, you got to love it.
So it's first.
Gotta love it. Chiefs. For once, the Chiefs bullshit will benefit me. I don't know.
That's a touchy call. And certainly not as nearly as bad as the atrocious hold on Jermaine Johnson. That wasn't called.
Oh, man.
All right. Looks like
I'm done too. I'm toast. I'm gonna go fucking clean some stuff and then do my podcast. Listen, guys, I wanna say how great it was to hang with everybody on this bye week. Nice and relaxed. The Patriots won. That sucks. The Bears figured out the way to. That was an interesting game. But hey, I had a good time. Jeremy, what do you got coming up? Anything you want to tell anybody about?
Be in the danger zone tonight. There's a little redheaded, bearded construction worker dude, Dano, and I'll be in the construction zone, the danger zone tonight. And then I'll be back again on Wednesday at 3 p.m. with Matt O'Leary. And then we'll have Jets football next Sunday.
Well, this is so Sunday, and then the following week, I want to tell you, Jeremy, Thursday night football will be on Thursday night. So I did a thing. The old Thursday Thick of It crew is going to come and hang with us. So Gunny and Dom C.
You're going to hate this. I might have to and maybe it'll just make more room for them. I'm flying. That's when I'm flying to the East Coast.
Why? Why are you flying?
I'm flying to North Carolina, and then I'm flying to New York for the wedding. So that's my East Coast.
Why are you going to North Carolina first?
Got to see mommy.
Oh, I get it. You're a good son.
Gotta do that. Son. Anytime I fly east, I got to go see her. So
yeah. All right. Well, then, hey, what it is, what it is. But anyway, the whole Thursday Thick of It crew, so Gunny and Dom and Frankie will all be back for that Thursday night game. We'll talk more about it, but everybody will be here.
I might call in from the airport just for for shits and giggles.
I might not answer. I don't like airport calls.
No, for shits and giggles.
Yeah. But all right, guys, listen, thank you, Jeremy, for hanging out. Don't forget to hit the like button. And guys, if you haven't, subscribe to the channel if you'd be so kind. Brooklyn Brothers Food Review. Link is in the description, as well as the Sleeper app. Take advantage of that deal we got for you, man, using the promo code Greenbean. But guys, with that all said, let's get on out of here, huh? We had a nice long day of non-Jets football. So let's just say it's been fun. Have a great rest of the day. We will see you next time. No, he fakes it. He's setting them up. Throws it to fucking Conklin or Rucker. It's really just a Jets chamber pot. Oh,
we suck at stuff.
To Garrett Wilson.
Oh, what a catch! What a catch!
That was all Zach, everybody. Oh, Quinn gets him. Yeah! Yes! Look at this. Oh, yeah! A real live offensive touchdown. Got pressure. Run, you idiot. Here we go. Oh, that's a catch. That's a catch. All right, everybody. Garrett Wilson doesn't give a shit. Look at Zachy do, huh? Let's go, Zod. Gets it around the end. Run, little guy. Touchdown. Oh! Are you kidding me? I believe in Zod. Let's go, Jets.